first time I've got hope. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I think I'll make it here out. I don't ever wanna lose you now. I think I'll make it here out. 'Cause it's you and only. Because it's you and only you.
I sure hope I got I should really do something about this chat. Dude, there is something going on with this weird stream. Every time I'm streaming, my ping just jumps to like 400. What do I even do? Hi chat, hello everyone. Welcome all, welcome one, welcome all. Fingers are a little bit of an awkward position, but I didn't just get it. I got it like last week or so. I ordered this desk table extender thing over on online, and I got it after waiting for like 3 weeks. So now I'm quite a distance away from my screen. Is there even any music playing? There is some music playing. Okay, it's just really quiet. Why does it have Russian? Why does it have Russian captions? What the fuck? Yeah, how y'all doing? September Theater is upon us, and I've gotten I handled some stuff in IRL. Am I aware of what happened in Nepal? I saw the news about it, but I have very little information of what's going on. All I know is there's some sort of a search and rescue thing going on, so I don't know the actual incident happening. Speaking of which, before I forget, I need to do the artifact run first, and then I guess we'll wait for whoever that we may have access of the account to. But I think for this week, we're just gonna do a bunch of chill stuff. Maybe nothing too crazy either. I've seen the article, and supposedly all I know is that... What was it again? The title was like, Nepal rejects any search and any helps from other countries for the search and rescue because they can handle it on their own, but they very much appreciate the financial aid. And I'm like, sus. No, we don't need other people's help. We can take care of it our own, but if you guys want to give us money for that, that would be much appreciated. Like, what the fuck? Also, yeah, this whole streaming thing is just like, it's just screwing over my ping for some reason. I don't think that's supposed to happen though. Yeah. Oh yeah. Kyosin did release his chess video. I was browsing YouTube for like a little bit while I was just chilling on the stat. But yo, this ping is so fuck. What the hell, man? I don't know, man. It's not my upload speed is that bad. It usually didn't used to be like this. It's so weird. Must be like a freaking thing. Like I will play the game normally in my own freaking server. Yo, what is this? Do I have to lower the quality or something? Is my service provider throttling my freaking internet connection? I'm still into the idea of that though. Okay, our video took a while. I mean, 3 hours is actually not bad. Though to be fair, we did get quite a massive landmass, so there's quite a good bit of exploration. But at least the one upside is that if you finish most of the quest, then you probably got a good amount from the quest, or at least certain areas that maybe like require some access from there. There you. I need to freaking... Holy, the pace is going up higher. Like, what is happening? Holy, yo, chat, the ping is going up higher. My internet is not this bad, man. Even after 100%, there's only like 56 total percent. Yeah. Probably some expiration stuff. Yeah, supposedly, apparently, because I follow Kyosin, right? So apparently I saw a random post that he was actually away from home. So the fact that he could actually get the video out while he was away is actually quite impressive. Must be some pretty decent work laptop he's got working on. I don't take any chess before he releases pre-requirements, but at the very least you do all the quests first, right? Like you do all the quests and then you don't take any chess and then you come back to it later. Although that sounds really annoying. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with my fucking Wi-Fi. I don't know if I should reduce the quality of it on picking YouTube or something. Well, too late. I can't change that. Maybe I can. You know, actually no. Let me finish the artifact run. Then maybe there's something I can do to change it. I swear to God, things used to be okay. Unify must be throttling me or something. And you know what? The throttling, my family fucking paid how many each month for all this speed, all that download speed, and my still lagging in Genshin Impact. This time I did it because he was sick. Also, he was sick. I see. That's interesting. Yeah, because it was rather unusual that he didn't like put up the chess guide first, because that is probably the biggest thing that most people will be looking for. So how's your fellow weekends, weekdays, or whatever? Not too much notable stuff aside from me going frantically left and right trying to figure out my enrollment to masters. I did attend the orientation yesterday, and supposedly, you know, because it's coursework, I expected like, oh, all the other fellow students are people that, you know, I expected it to be like a regular morning, afternoon sesh, but apparently because it's masters and I didn't know this when I enrolled, most of the classes are going to be during the evening to accommodate people who are working, and supposedly there's only like 3 other people. Nice, I don't have to go to campus and socialize and pay for the fucking parking. I don't have to compete with all the 9 to 5. You know, maybe this is the real reason why night owls exist. Chill during the day, work during the night. No human beings, no nothing. You don't have to worry about anything. Just go out and be like, wow, look at the fresh air and the lack of human beings on the road. Amazing. I don't have to pay for parking. Because I'm pretty sure parking, at least parking in my place, at least in the city centers, and you have to pay a certain amount. There's the different parking rates for council, which most of them are cheap, but it's just annoying to really set it up. And then there's the different malls and places that uses a special app that has like a fixed rate or something. Oh, it's just annoying. Imagine every day is just a good portion of your cost is just literally just parking. I didn't come to work to pay for parking, motherfucker. But yeah. So, hopefully you guys are all doing great. I have updated the EGQ, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of people. You know, maybe I should really do something. My ping's down to 300. Well, it's not. It's not. Never mind. As I say it, now it's lagging. Now it's going to 400. Oh, no. It's going back to 300. Holy, I'm pretty sure my ping is better on a fucking EU. I should just log into like an Asia server. No. I should log into an EU server just to see whether the ping is less. I swear to God, like fucking Asia, like I don't know. This fucking Asia server is like fucking some sweatshop server in China or something. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? It's always there, and then I log into NA and EU. It's always better, like 200 plus. What a fucking scam. Sphere in Singapore to take care of global ownership, and yet they can't afford a fucking server. You know, Genshin don't want money. Genshin is why we don't want money. They don't want money. You don't give us a fucking Southeast Asian or fucking Singaporean server. Here I am fucking lagging. Oh hey Ivis, I haven't seen you in like ages. Sandrone finally broke 300 crit damage, lost 1 roll to EM. I mean, EM is not exactly a lost roll, right? Is it? Does EM affect the... It doesn't affect her reaction damage, right? I actually don't know the calculations. If I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure Stellar Conduct is... No, actually, doesn't Stellar Conduct care a bit about EM? I don't remember the exact calculations. Or is it pure attack? I kept falling asleep during your stream. I mean, if you fall asleep to my stream, at least you're there, right? At least you're there for the viewership, so that's better than nothing. Yeah, because I remember like EM is not necessarily a lost roll. It's not as good as attack percent, but it's still better than nothing. I don't know, man. I haven't been farming artifacts. I just got the attack circlet on Odette and I fucking called it a day. I'm like, fuck this artifact grinding bullshit. I'm just out. I'm just gone. Now I'm just gonna spend the rest of the... I'm just gonna spend the rest of the patch farming talent levels for Odette. I want to do 699 for Odette, and then I'll try to maybe Traveler's a bit hard to figure out because he uses all 3 books, so there may be certain books he will use more than the other, so it's a bit annoying having to wait for the rotation, which for fuck's sake, Hoyoverse. Not Hoyoverse, Genshin dev team, please remove the damn limitation. There is no reason for you to not put the limitation. It's not like we can magically crown our freaking abilities since you only give like 1 crown per month and 1 crown per patch anyways. Please, Hoyoverse. Genshin is the best out of all 3 games with all the different when all things are considered, so please make it even better. And then as I was just like chilling yesterday, going to bed, just chatting to Rem about the upcoming characters for freaking Star Rail, and then he just copy paste all the leaks and all the numbers for the newer characters, and it's like holy, Honkai Star Rail is just like, yeah, they're desperate, man. Holy fuck. I've never seen such a level of power creep that is so fast. It's comparable to like the freaking bullet train in Japan, you know. They like power creep. Different gacha games have their own rate of how fast power creep gets there. Honkai Star Rail is just living up to their Astral Express fucking shit. Just we're gonna go zoom like fucking Shinkansen over onto the next prefecture of power creep. Holy fuck. Can't get any insight from Mizuki right now. I'm not even farming the new Stellar Sword set. It's like, because I looked up a few guides here and there, and all of the content creators and the theory crafters all assume 4 Gilded Dreams, and your second best option is actually 4 Viridescent. Because the problem with Stellar Sword set is that it does give the % damage, but that's all it really does. The 2-piece attack % I think is not really that beneficial. And I'm not too sure, but it depends on your team core. If you run double cryo, then you can technically do cryo resonance, but I think without cryo resonance, it's just like, yeah. Need more crit rate? Yeah, dude, we all need more crit rate. See, the problem is if you run Alyosha, you run Sandrone in the freaking Alyosha and Yae team, your only other cryo unit is Odette. And like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, but I feel like when I put Alyosha in the team, he crits much less than I would if I were to put him in like a triple cryo team. Like unironically, Alyosha is ruining the cryo resonance. Like, so every time I have to use like Sandrone burst, I have to immediately do the slide cancel into the freaking charge attack so that I do the cryo application to get the cryo resonance crit buff for the burst. Every time the burst doesn't crit, is like I feel physically hurt, you know, like like literally every time Sandrone doesn't crit, I feel that in my kokoro, you know. So it's like I look at my build, I'm like, fuck, I need more crit rate. I need more crit rate. You know, maybe they say 69 crit rate would be perfect because that's the amount that you get from the shadow set as well as the, what's the thing called again? Cryo resonance. But you run double electro, especially, yeah, you run double electro and you only run double cryo. You're not gonna get cryo resonance uptime like 100%, which matters a lot if you have your crit build is very questionable. So I guess 70 crit rate Sandrone is a viable thing. Sandrone wants triple cryo. I know she wants triple cryo, yeah. But you know, the thing is, I have a C6 Alyosha, so I think most average people they don't really invest too much pulse into the Odette banner. Likely doesn't have C6 Alyosha, so obviously everyone else is better than him. But I have C6 Alyosha, and I don't know why I would want to run a DPS loss option. You know, I think the only other consideration is if I have C6 Chi-Chi. But I would argue C6 Chi-Chi is a bit more annoying because you have to worry about the ER requirements, so which is a problem in its own way, though. Oh yeah, Mizuki pieces. Yeah, I guess you could do that, Mizuki. I actually haven't seen any cogs involving the new Stellar Sword set. I'm just gonna call it Scarlet, right? I haven't seen any cogs involving the Mizuki Scarlet set. All the cogs they've done is based on Gilded, even during the league stuff. Also, why is there a random quest? I was just chilling. I already did my dailies this morning. And then the game's like, oh yeah, new event by the way. I was like, what? Why is there a new event? Yeah, two piece. Yeah, I mean either way, right? Because like, I mean, like, I don't think there's going to be any. Ooh, who's that? I don't think is there gonna be any. I don't think there's going to be any particular Stellar Swirl support that isn't Vodyanisa, right? And even Vodyanisa, I haven't seen the numbers. I know they did some changes to make Vesna be a bit better, which, looking at the cogs that people have done, she's not exactly bad. I would argue that I think Vesna is the more accessible of the two, because if you don't have like C1 Mizuki, your Mizuki is just basically brick and borderline useless. If you have C1 Mizuki, she's viable. C2 Mizuki will make it better, but if you just have Vesna, you can just go for Vesna. Events always start at 10 a.m. Asia. Yeah, I guess I did go out this morning, so I did my dailies like super early in the morning. So there's that. But yeah, just I'm just kind of waiting. There are rumors. I've seen a lot of really sus information for 7.2, aside from Midya and Valerie kit. And the one I'm interested in is the supposed Linnea Zibai rerun at 7.2. Which, oh boy, guess who's about to be a C0 R1 Zibai owner? Although I would rather not pull R1 because my rocks are going to be broke as fuck. But at the same time, I also kind of don't really feel like I have a max level Harbinger. And technically, I can save resources if I just give Zibai Harbinger. But at the same time, I'm also like, I want to see, right? I want to see how many Primo Gems, how many pulls I can end up affording by the time we get to 7.2. And then I need to see whether they're going to put the Zibai Linnea banner in the same phase or are they going to separate them. It would be painful if they separate them. Because let's be honest, anyone who's going for the new stuff are probably going to go for that one phase and anyone so that they can save for the next half. Otherwise, they're going to have to work on both though. She will unbrick herself in the anniversary banner kek. Bojanisa is better than C1 Shenhe in Skirk team. I guess that's a thing. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. I mean, yeah, I did see some of the cogs with her in the Skirk team. Supposedly, she is definitely better than Shenhe. And, you know, I can't wait for it to be something stupid like, hey guys, VOD is actually better than Skirk. No, VOD is better than Shenhe in the best in slot Skirk team. And then Li Wei buff comes around and then they fucking double Shenhe's Quill's MV. Imagine if they double the motion value. Oh, sorry guys, false alarm. VOD is now suboptimal. Your Shenhe is now best in slot. Skirk is now a 200k, 180k DPS with Finale of the Deep with the new buff Skirk. The new buff freaking Shenhe or some shit. That would be funny though. Yeah, I guess I forgot that there was also the anniversary banner. And supposedly next patch I think is the Mooncake Festival. Not to be confused with the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is Lantern Rite, so you know, different races have a lot of different celebrations. Chinese New Year is a different thing. Mooncake Festival is also another thing. I believe currently there is some sort of like Hungry Ghost Festival going on. So I've seen a lot of the people in the local area burning a bunch of hell money and stuff. For context, if you guys don't know what the Hungry Ghost Festival is, think about it as like the Chinese definition of hell, right? Is like they just use the word hell, but it's not actually direct translate. It's their own version of afterlife. And during the Hungry Ghost Festival, supposedly their ancestors, it's like the one time in the year where they get to come back to Earth. This is based on what I know. Once a year, annually, the Hungry Ghost Festival celebrates the idea that the spirits of their ancestors gets to come back to Earth and roam around. So their families would grab this paper money and anything made of paper, very like flammable stuff, and they would like pray to... This is funny to think about. They would burn these paper objects in hopes that these paper objects get transformed into a spiritual form to be passed to their ancestors. So you would see really weird shit like, of course, the generic paper money, right? Hopefully to give money for their currency in the afterlife. And then we got... And then we... and then I've seen some of them where it's like a paper car and a paper bungalow. And I'm just like, damn, bro. You thought you were supposed to ditch any sort of materialistic needs in the afterlife? Nah, man, the Chinese built different. Even in their afterlife, they're still grinding, bro. If that happens, I might have to pull her. I have a skin and I don't have her. Yeah. I mean, if Shenhe should definitely get buffed though. I think right now she's way too niche. Her Red Shred is inferior to Vodyanisa. Her Quills only last for 7 hits. The only other utility she has, aside from the Red Shred, which requires you to be within the burst, is also the A4, which gives the 20% cryo damage bonus. And that's all she really gives. In fact, you don't even have to level up her talents by all of that much, I think. I think just the skill and burst for the skill for the slightly more Quill motion value, and then the burst for the Red Shred, which only caps at 15%, which 15% is very negligible. If it was 20, it would be a bit better. But it's like 15, so it kind of sucks. To be honest, what they should do is just double the Quills, or maybe remove the whole Quill mechanic entirely. No, remove the quota limit for the Quills, and just like balance it out with the motion value. So instead of like, oh look, your first 7 hits is gonna get amplified, and after that you just get fucked, I guess. They should make it so it's like, remove the quota, but try to do some calculations to balance it so that the buff is always available for a set period of time. Yeah. That's what it is. The Hell Gate is opening though. Only Buddhism follow that, no possession and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, roughly. Yeah, usually most of the local Chinese in my area are like all Buddhists or something. The two main religions they follow is most of them are Buddhists, and then the rest tend to be Christian. They follow I wouldn't exactly call it Roman Catholic. They're Methodists or something. I don't know the exact difference. Christianity is such a confusing thing because there's so many like branch. It's like a fucking class mechanic in a video game where you can like level up and then you can select which subclass you want to evolve to or some shit. It's fucking confusing, man. It's fucking confusing. As someone who's a Catholic, I do not want to know. There's just too many different subclass. Like this is like some fucking RPG bullshit, man. So what religion are you? Oh yes, I'm under this particular branch of this particular religion where most of it is the same, but there's just a few things that's a little bit different, which is a very notable difference. Also, I'm not reading this freaking thing. Blah 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 blah. What happening? What happening? Bleep bloop bleep bloop bleep bloop. Okay, just skip everything. None of this matters. It's just free event stuff. Subclass is crazy. I mean, that's what it is, man. It's like I look at other religions, like when we look at Islam. Islam is its own, and then Buddhism. There's like the regular Buddhism, and then the Japanese. Aside from Buddhism, there's also like Shintoism or something, and a bunch of other stuff like I think the Indians. What do they believe in, man? I know there's a particular religion that they believe in. I just don't know what the term is for them. Like all of those usually have like this one main thing, right? Like Christianity, like just like being a Christian or Catholic is like there's so many subclasses. Or if you're of this belief, you don't believe in this thing, you also don't eat this thing, you don't do this. It's like what the fuck, man? Well, what is it? What is this fucking level up RPG bullshit? Oh, when I get to level 15, I can change from a Catholic to a fucking Methodist or something. Like Hinduism, yes, that's the word, Hindus. See, all the other religions I've seen is like very straightforward. Like if you know it, there's no like subclasses, there's no subgenres or anything. It's just that is what you get. What you see, what you get. And then you're like, I look at Christianity, I'm just like, why is there so many? Why is there so many branches? I don't even want to remember. Like I know there's us. I'm RC, so that's Roman Catholic, and then we have the SIB or something. I forgot. Anglicans. We have RCs, Anglicans, and Methodists, and all the different ones. Like their beliefs are different a bit. Well, how they don't believe in a specific part of the Holy Trinity, or how they cannot eat seafood or something like that. And it's just not like so convoluted. Like sometimes I drive around and I see these random signs of like, oh, this particular church is on this second floor of this commercial lot. I'm like, what the fuck is that bus now? And I ate red meat on Friday. It's specifically on Good Friday though. I mean, at least for us RCs, it's only on Good Friday. It's only one day a year, so it's not like exact Friday. Like I said, there's like a lot of subclasses. It just branches out. I don't even want to think about it. I don't ever want to look at this. I don't care. Oh, that guy. Hi. Oh, why is it so hot? Do I beat? Okay, wow, cool. So many challenges. Wow, cool. I hope my ping it goes below 200. I would be happy if that's the case. Also, the Pope changed it back in 1970. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, isn't the main purpose of Good Friday is to celebrate like the death of Jesus Christ or something like that? I don't really want to go too deep into religion because it gets it's one of the few things that get very divisive, that people can get very divisive about. But at the same time, I'm also kind of indifferent to it. I just have a religion in name. I'm not actually like I don't recall the last time we went to church. Not that I would go to church though. After 1 year after McDonald's released the fish fillet. Yo, fish fillet burger is fucking good, man. But the problem is it's so underrated, and because everybody goes for the chicken, nobody really goes for the fish. So as a result, it's very rare for you to see fish fillet burgers. You look at a chicken burger, it's like, wow, everything is literally fucking chicken. And then you ask for the fish fillet burger, and you're just like, sorry, no stock. I was like, what the fuck do you mean no stock? Who the heck eats fish fillet burger? Y'all eat chicken. Everybody eats chicken. What do you mean fish fillet? What do you mean fucking you got no fish? Go buy a supermarket from a supermarket. You can just okay. How do I get this done? Just have to talk to the different guys, right? Oh, what the fuck? Why is the Yuna here? Hey, Ellen. Whoa. Fire water. You know when I read certain mangas, when the term that they use, like, I think it was a Goblin Slayer. I think it's Goblin Slayer, where they use the term fire. Fire water is for like, what do you call it again? Fire water is their own term to explain gasoline, which is a very interesting thing. So it's just seeing like Goblin Slayer be like, oh, I still have some uses of fire water. I'm like, what the fuck is a fire water? And then he eats it on the goblins and throws the torch and then they just burn to death. I'm like, oh, you mean gasoline? Okay, that's a very fantasy way of describing a term that's not even real. Yeah, flammable water. But back in the day, the revenue dropped a lot during Friday. Ain't no way, bro. When you go to Friday Mass and you notice the fucking when the graph is saying that the profits are going down, the donations are going down. I wonder if like Japanese people has some sort of like genuine. I'm just genuinely wondering. I wonder if Japanese people has some sort of thing against what do they call it again? Whether they have some sort of thing against freaking the Holy Kingdom or something. Because every freaking isekai series or fantasy series always depicts the Holy Kingdom as like the bad guys. It's like, I get that most of them are, you know, believers of Shintoism or Buddhism to some extent, but like, what did Christianity, what did the Catholics do to them, man? What did the Catholics do to them? All right, so let me just write some things down. Give me a moment. We're gonna start off with one of the theater clears. I think it's just Ivis. I don't think there's anyone else though. Alright, theater. Oh, right. We haven't done Dipto's one. Hopefully we have their information. If not, that I don't really know. As you can tell, I'm a little bit sick today because it hot and I turn on the fan. Then the fan make it super cold. And I wake up in the morning smelling smog because the fires in Indonesia and quite a good bit in Sarawak is still going on. And it feels like shit. It is not a pleasant morning when I wake up having to smell fucking smog in my room. But like, yes. I love the smell of Oh, hey Jimmy, what up? I love the smell of what's that? I love the smell of the burning forest fire in my morning. It really makes my day. Said fucking no one ever. It's the haze, yes. Pain. Life is pain. Indonesian, we're just waiting for the whole thing to go down. And the typhoon does not make it any better because supposedly we've never had strong winds before. But due to the El Nino typhoon, we've had 2 instances where the roofs literally got blown off. And this was like, I think one of it was one of our airports. The ceiling literally just fell down. And this was on one of the pickup or drive-by areas, like the pickup areas where the car passed by to pick up anyone from the airport. That's for the international airport. Or just airport, because we're not international. Then the second one happened a few days ago. One of our supermarkets, the roof literally flew off. like I was just chilling, and then suddenly my friend shouted to me, and it's like showed me a video. It was like he just recording the top of the roof just getting blown off. I was like, what the fuck? Yo, what is going on over there in the city? Like, I'm just chilling here in my home. We got nothing. Everything's just chill, bro. Everything's just chill. What do you mean the roof is getting blown off? Hey, Dipta. Yeah, Jimmy, what up? Yeah, I can just chill on Twitch. Although, like, Twitch is where most of the activity is going on. Also, I don't know why there's a freaking Geo drops, but, you know, go ahead. Supposedly, there's this new event that you can farm a very limited cosmetic, but I don't care about Melastra, so that's that. Firewater is often a pseudonym for vodka or methanol. Oh, yeah, that's actually interesting. I thought it was gasoline. I guess close enough though, I guess, because it needs to be drinkable in some way, right? The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Yeah, Ghost is such a funny term to use. That's why they changed it to Spirit or something. Do I drink it? No, I don't. We were just talking about this term, how I thought that fire water in fantasy was their own way of saying gasoline, because I think Goblin Slayer made a reference for the other not exactly spin-off, but prequel to the current Goblin Slayer. But apparently, Jimmy here clarified that it's actually vodka, which makes a whole lot of sense when we look at alcohol, because alcohol is also kind of flammable. Alright, double check all the stats. I don't want to think. Bleep, 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 bleep. The theater is going to be ending anyways, though I think my classes are starting next week, so I may not have as much time. And because my master's supposedly is going to be evening classes, I don't know my schedule yet because they're still trying to settle. What's the word for it? They're still trying to handle a few things left and right, and I need my email to log in and check and allocate my classes. So I'm just kind of waiting for the administration to handle that stuff. Then I can see when are the lectures and whatnot. So depending on how that's going to turn out, Friday stream may no longer be a thing. I might have to shift it to Sunday, or maybe do it on one of the noons instead. But rather not do anything during the noon, so maybe probably shift it to Sunday. But if there's nothing going on Friday evening, then that means the night stream will keep going on. What color was the flame? That it's a manga, so it's black and white. So I don't know. It's manga, so it's black and white. I can't tell you the answer either because I don't know. All right, we have we can play the Stellar Conduct DPS. Oh my god, it's Sino! Oh wait, who is this? Look at this little guy. Look at this guy. Oh my god, Scarlet Sands. Holy, that's a lot of crit rate. Okay, attack circular, right? Okay, yeah. Sorry, you are not playing. No, you are definitely not playing the fucking regular Sino. I'll save that. That's a high ER build. Any attack goblets? Any attack goblets, boy? That's attack sense. Okay, it's on Razor. Oh, you have another off piece, and I'll just give this to Razor. Okay. Now this is the good part, because now that Sino's best team is Stellar Conduct, you can fuck your Electro Goblets. Not literally, don't take that literally. And go for attack Goblets, because that's more optimal. Why Yahoda is on the attack? Oh, actually no, that is quite high ER. I understand that. That's understandable. Why? Huh? What? Why the what the fuck? Hey, where is your waist? What the fuck? Okay, I can't even filter Electro here. Where the hell is your Alyosha? Why your Alyosha has no business having that, dude. Your Alyosha has no business having that. Is that a fucking 28 CV? 28.8 28.8 29.2, right? 29.2 48 CV? 46? Now let me do the math real quick. Yeah, fucking 48 CV with EM. This is perfect for Sino. Why is your Alyosha using a fucking close to 50 CV attack circlet? Attack goblet. My boy needs energy recharge, not fucking. Okay, let's turn this on. Your Sino is about, I'm not even kidding, your Sino is about to be a carry. Like a true carry. But how much ER do you have though? Because your crit rate is Omega Overcap. Do you have a crit damage circlet by chance? Any crit damage circlet? No crit damage circlet. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate though. So no attack goblet either. So maybe we can swap for... Oh, that one doesn't... It does have the right stats, but just not exactly what we want. I mean, I guess it's okay to overcap, right? Any other pieces with... I like the ER though. You have some luck in the ER, so that's good. Maybe I don't use this because we have too much crit rate. Actually, no, it's gonna crit every time. You know, it's fine. I know he'll be fine. He got 140 ER. Your Sino's perfect. This is probably a 140k DPS team if you have Odette. Actually, speaking of Odette, you have Odette. No Odette? Okay, sorry, your Sino's an 80k DPS team. Want to use the gadget to make one? No need, no worries. It's a fantasy world, so I don't think it has Molotov. Yeah, but maybe the idea of it is there, right? The idea for Molotov with vodka is there. Okay, so we got 2 DPS there. We can get Alakino overloaded, so that's 3. Yolan is technically an optional one, but we're gonna try to grab another one. I smashed this recent theater with all the new stuff, yeah, because I did most of the clears before Stellar Conduct. So after Stellar Conduct came out, post Sandrone, I'm sure the nice thing is that now the elements are not gonna be complete garbage because we have Stellar Reactions. Because with Stellar React, now random as the next theater, I think is... What's the next called? Actually, the next theater doesn't have any Stellar stuff, I think, because Cryo is already expired. We gotta rotate Cryo out, so we're not gonna be seeing any Stellar teams next patch. Next season, which is on September. Okay, Raiden. How strong is your Raiden? Why is my music so low? All I need to see is this. C2 Raiden. Okay, Raiden can carry. Okay, Raiden can carry. Good. Now we just pick the rest of the units and decide what else I want to do. Ah. Having a cold is not a very fun experience. We can use that for Skirk. Barbara for healing. Cryo Traveler. I forgot about Cryo Traveler. We could probably do some sort of Benefa stuff actually. Ooh. I gotta change some Razor Blade. Oh, Chloran. Actually, not Chloran. Chloran without C1 or signature kind of sucked. Yeah, Chloran is not no go. Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna be sneezing quite a bit. So annoying. Okay, what other characters can we get? So we are missing Electro characters. I can probably invite an Inefa. We've got Farina. I nearly forgot Farina. Let's try to grab an Inefa. Any Inefa, that fucking ping delay is crazy though. I could technically grab Sandrone, but I'm just trying to think. I can probably find some way to cope without Sandrone, right? Either I grab an Inefa or I grab a Sandrone, but we do have Sino though. So in the worst case, Sandrone can also be a burden. Holy, that delay. I don't even know what I want to grab. So nobody borrows Inefa? Okay, good to know. Alright, any... Fuck no. I did see an Inefa there, but hold on. I could get Inefa to guarantee the Arcanum. Or I could get Sandrone to make life easy. Right? But I'm trying to think. Because we do have an quite a good amount of DPS. I need to think about how I want to deal with Sandrone too. Because if I want to... Sorry, the freaking ball. If I want to break the ball, I need to use something like Escoffier. Which... I'm just going to make life easy, to be honest. Let's just go grab a Sandrone. I don't think about it. So not you. I know there's a guy here with a Serpent Spine Sandrone. AT crit. Yeah, this... She's gonna crit. It's only R1, but she's definitely gonna crit. Double crown? Skill issue. Triple crown, you coward. Okay, I need to change the fan position because it's freaking hot. Gotta keep the fan blowing at my face, otherwise I'm gonna be melted. Holy. I gotta change the avatar too, because it's not loud enough. Whoa. There's a slight delay. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright. Let me start the timer. Like a sip of water. Last bottle is better because it shatters on impact. Yeah, that is true though. To be considered a Molotov, it has to be a breakable container. That's just arson. Whiskey because of the throat burn feel. That's interesting. I don't have time to farm mats all day. Alyosha, they're still level 6. No, I don't see it. Is your Odette level 70 at least? Or am I like stupid? If your Odette is not level 70, because I did not see your Odette just now. So, like, I don't like Alyosha being not there is not a big problem. Odette, however, could be, but it's not that big of a deal though. Let's see, does he have Charlotte? The ball is free for Chosky. Oh yeah, right. There's also Charlotte. I have to remember to use Charlotte, and I never actually considered that. Why is Sinari even in his theater? For Act 9 against the Hydro Mage because you can break it super fast. He's only there for Act 4 and Act 9. Molly's easy to make. Yeah, isn't it like you just pour the thing and then you shove it with a cloth and then a special type of cloth, right? And then the cloth is gonna absorb the alcohol. The cloth is gonna absorb the alcohol, so that's why you can use a lighter to light the cloth itself. And then like, but you want to make sure it's still tight so that the thing doesn't come out. So when you throw it towards someone, the glass has to be fragile. Not too weak, but fragile enough that when you throw with enough force, it breaks and it spreads the fire, right? That's why in guerrilla warfare with resistant movements, yeah, it's very convenient. Both are only level 6. I see. Yeah, it's fine. You're probably busy with life, so I'm not going to penalize you on that. I have a question. Do you think GIF is better for Official in 2026 than Golden Troop? Because I'm not wrong, in Hex team, the set gives 40% damage bonus for both Official. On the fielder, 20% damage bonus for the non-Hex teams. I cannot answer that question because I think Hex array teams are the ones that I haven't really experimented too much. I did think about doing that, but unfortunately the game doesn't want to give me good Hex, like good gift sets, so I'm just sticking Golden Troop. And also the issue is Gifts Official is good, but oftentimes you're gonna be pairing her together with either Sucrose or Mona. And if your Mona is not on gift set, you are definitely doing something wrong. Unless you're DPS doesn't really care about the damage bonus stat, which I don't recall Mona being placed in a slot that a team that doesn't care about damage bonus, so that's already weird in its own way. Okay, official is too early, so that's a little bit too strong. I'll grab a Scafe for now. Let's grab one frozen buff, get a mystery cache. There's definitely quite a ping delay here. I can feel that 300 ms from a mile away. Oh, yeah, we could do Beto. Beto official. Yeah, we'll do Beto. And let's get started. During official, it's that's the hard thing, right? Because I don't have a full gift set, a DPS gift set for me to tell you what's good. Because in any Hexarray core teams, oftentimes you'll always have that one Hexarray support and that one Hexarray DPS, right? Off-field DPS. The issue is, like, at least my Hexarray teams, I have Durin on 2-piece on the DPS build, because I don't have the full gift set and I don't have Rising Winds either. And then Officials on the generic Golden Troop set. You could probably argue to run one of them on the gift set, but the problem is, like, let's say during Official, oftentimes they're going to be some of your biggest source of damage. Like, Durin will contribute 15 to 20%. Official is usually about a similar contribution level as Durin. So if you run the gift set, there's a chance that you may... I feel like it just depends on how strong your active DPS is. But oftentimes, if you're running Durin Official, chances are you're running a team where the damage contribution is going to be split, not to say evenly, but for the most part, Durin and Official is a strong core that will carry a good portion of the team's entire damage. If it's Official Mona, I would understand, especially for the Hexarray team, like, maybe. But the thing is, if you pair Official with Mona, Mona's going to be the gifts user over the other. There will be rarely a time. I would say the only time is maybe you run like Sucrose Official, but you run gifts. But let's say, like, for some reason, you run Sucrose Official, Sucrose on Trailing Tails Instructors or whatever. But you don't really run Sucrose Official very often, because I don't recall there being any team calls where you run Sucrose and Official together and the damage contribution. If you run Sucrose Official, chances are you probably don't have another second off-field DPS. So I'm just trying to think about logic to figure out an answer, but I don't think I don't have the information. So I don't have the numbers, so I can't really tell you an answer for that. Oh yeah, Beidou! Beidou, my goat. I have a good gift set with crit stats, but I don't have any attack sense. If it's good for Official, I'll craft an attack sense gift set for Official. It's hard for me to say. It doesn't have to be for Official, because you could technically put it for Durin. But the issue, from what I can tell, is both Durin and Official does contribute quite a good amount of damage. Unless you're running a team where you don't want them to do damage, which in 2026, you probably should not do that. If your off-field DPS can do damage, then you would rather have them in a proper damage set instead of just a support set. At the end of the day, I think you just have to ask yourself, how invested is your... what's that team called again? How well invested is your main DPS? If you don't have signature or like early constellations, chances are you're probably not that much. I'm pretty sure the passive triggered, but I'm like 200 ping, so I can't tell the difference. I'm pretty sure the passive triggered, but I just didn't see it. Ah, there you go. Yeah, the passive did trigger it. It was lagging. The ping was so high, I didn't even see the reset button. Star Lakers pleading not to Doom post is funny. I said, yeah, I know. I was literally chatting in the early part of the stream just now, talking about Nihilux. I was talking with Brem last night, late night, when I was just chilling in my bed in Discord. We were just like chatting over Nihilux and Pearl, and dude, I don't play Honkai Star Rail. I don't know the meta. Any information that I share to you guys is just from Rep, the guy who plays all 3 Hoyoverse gacha games. But I don't have to be like a fucking... I don't have to be a connoisseur or a long-term player to tell you that Star Rail's meta is just fucking going off the hooks. I look at the numbers and I'm just like, how does it keep getting more atrocious? No, like what? Pearl is a Okay, just to put context, you know how, okay, let's compare to Genshin, right? Genshin's very tame. Genshin, let's say Bennett. Attack buffer, healer, cleanser, and battery. That's it. That's it, right? And funny Sunfire stuff, but that's situational. So 4 things. On the other hand, we have welcome to Honkai Star Rail. Let's look at Pearl. We have damage reducer, team-wide shield, healing, elation buffer, also has her own form of damage, action advance, and whatever fucking bullshit everyone slap on. Oh, let's not forget, supposedly her signature weapon provides some like energy. I don't think it provides energy, I could be wrong, but it also provides more healing or something like that. Like, Star Rail is reaching like the more extreme versions of what we know to Genshin. Because Genshin right now, your off-field DPS will be off-field DPS. They don't do much buffing. If you want to use your supports, the supports will do more support and buffs or debuff, but they don't do a lot of damage. Star Rail says, fuck that, put all of that together. We take a support and an off-field DPS, put them all in one package, and we also make it so that support, if you don't pull for this support for this particular team, your team is just gonna be like bricked. It's not like you pull Varka. Imagine this. It's not like you pull Varka to brick. It's more of like you have Varka, Durin, and all the other teams. But imagine if it's like without Nicole, your Varka just doesn't do damage, which technically isn't wrong, but isn't that accurate either. Because Varka technically is still kind of usable without Nicole. It's just that Nicole's the better option for him. But it's like, imagine you take that to the extremities. That's exactly what you fucking get. It's absurd, man. Just hearing like, you know Rem means something when he fucking types a wall of text complaining about the fucking meta. As someone who's played the game since launch. It's so funny though. Vados great against Knuckle? Yeah, I mean it's Flints, but we don't really need it too much. Chagrin but too big. Oh yes. Are you guys ready for are you Star Rail players ready for a swimsuit character, which is a whole different unit from the original, called Robin SP and Aventurine SP, because apparently them changing their clothes into wearing a bikini and fucking swimsuit trunks make them better than the other options. Yay! Why get skins when you can pull a whole fucking character? Holy, this is too funny, bro. Like, I'm not even kidding, this is actually just too funny. Why pull for this? Why pay money for the skin when you can pay for a whole other fucking character? It's the same character, by the way, it's just a different like skin or something. Upcoming boss have, yeah, I know. Okay, so the other crazy thing, right, which is also kind of funny. Supposedly they added the Wild Hunt, the Grief-stricken mechanic into fucking Star Rail. Oh, when you kill them, they don't die. You gotta do some funny damage thing, and then they'll actually die. Don't you? Out of all the mechanics they took, they freaking took the Wild Hunt mechanic. Wow! Don't you guys love power creep? Holy man. Chagrin is just Stella or Dire. CMC's Victor and Fearless. Out of all mechanics they took from Genshin, they took the fucking Grief-stricken mechanic. Arguably one of the worst fucking shield mechanics I've ever seen. Knuckle about to go second place in the worst Stygian boss list. Oh, you mean talking about the other bosses? Yeah, I don't know much about that. Yeah, one vid on Twitter. I'm actually glad we only have Knuckle. Yeah, it's... I haven't really seen the what's going on, but things are pretty bad over there. I genuinely, I'm not even kidding, I genuinely feel like, I feel bad for them. It's like, how are Star Rail players just like all masochists, or this is the kind of shit that they have to deal with? It's almost like not even fair at that point. Oh, I could bring Fischl. I'll bring Sino first, why not? Has someone made a shield mechanic tier list? Actually, that's a good point. If there is, then I probably haven't seen it. Wahan is so annoying. Yeah, not cry. Like, if you have a not cry DPS, you just do all the damage all at once. And it doesn't help that all the not cry DPS is... I don't know if you guys noticed, but all of them front load most of their damage into big numbers. Fair has the most bullets and it hits the hardest. Like maybe not the hardest, like 300k, 400k, but she has a lot more bullets, which is why she's better than the other two DPS. And then Zibai, I mean, simple skill probably does a few 100k. 400, 500k, 300 to 500k, depending on what number you get. Flint's is also the same. But it's funny because whenever you trigger the Ascendant Gleam mechanic against the Wild Hunt, because the way it works is I think it's a chance. It doesn't take a percentage of your damage. It is the more Notcry units you have, the more likely your hits will have a chance at dealing the stricken bar directly. I thought it was like a percentage of how much damage you do. No, I was wrong. It's actually just gacha. It like you have 2 Ascendant Gleam. It's a 90% chance. You roll the dice. You have 90% chance that each of your hits will actually deal direct damage to the thing. So it's not even guaranteed. Even though it makes it much easier, it's not even guaranteed. It's a shield mechanic that it's relies around gacha. Oh, I love gacha in my gacha game. You thought gacha was the only thing we had? Nah, man, we got more than that, bro. We got multiple of that. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. Holy. Gachaception. I love it when my damage is also gacha. You know, that's the one thing I'm high about gacha game mechanics. It's like, it's already enough. Like, I understand most of the things in the game are already based on, like, whatever funny gacha stuff. What the fuck? Let's reset. Like, most of what makes up a gacha game with all the different systems are always based on the idea that it's a gacha. But to add another layer of that on top of another that requires some special kind of brain dead for you to get there, you know. 80% damage reduction. Oh yeah, right. I heard of one of the game modes. If you don't do elation damage, the enemy starts off with a massive like freaking damage reduction to everything except for elation. Oh, fuck, I'm sneezing so bad, man. Sorry. Oh yeah, this fan is definitely making me sneeze. What was I gonna say? Supposedly there's a special one of the endgame bosses or the endgame modes where that's happening, so yeah, Finality MC. I haven't seen all the details for Finality MC though. But it's okay, guys. Your Aeon is now playable and she's hot. Don't worry, guys. You guys wanted playable Aeons, right? It's playable and now it's just the mommy version of Sparkle. My favorite. Oh god, what is that? Okay, I actually need a proper team though. Can I get an NFA or no? Any NFers? Oh, Mystery Cash? I'll take it. Ooh, Vigor Restoration. That actually might be decent. Actually, no, that's not that great though. I think we'll go for more flowers. Alright, so Columbina would guarantee our flints clear right now. And then maybe we can... Okay, we can't really pick it up. Yeah, Columbina should be more than good enough. I think we're okay. Okay, this fan. Fan's making me sneeze, oh god. The thing about Notcry was that Stygian often shield having 2 different Lunar teams at once. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you remember when we had the Frost Knight Hera and the... What's the other guy called again? Sigurd? Sigurd! That particular Stygian was the one that made me have a mental breakdown. And then I optimized my Veressa overloaded rotation with Maoika, which honestly I probably should have ran a Maoika overloaded because Veressa was kind of a burden in that team. Where I just do like, I extend Maoika's uptime and I swap to Veressa, and I just barely managed to clear Sigurd in like 119 seconds and fearless. Like I'm not even kidding. The shield was so fucking bad for that guy. I generally had a mental breakdown. Like it was that bad. But then I finally managed to get it done, and then there's the whole thing with Frost Knight Hera, but you know, I don't have... And the worst part is that was during a time I didn't have Skirk. If I had Skirk, there would have been some very, very interesting things I could have done, but I didn't. Because I pulled for Skirk, I lost to Mona, I didn't have enough pulls, and I was like, okay, whatever. I won 50-50 on the Scorpier, so Skirk's just gonna be a plus, I guess. Who cares, right? But I wasn't kidding though. I did generally have a mental breakdown during that part, so it wasn't really the most pleasant experience. Sparkle isn't free anymore. Didn't they recently buff Sparkle and she's actually like decent now? Not decent, but she's actually quite meta now. Why is there a fly in my face? Yeah, there's a fly in my face. Why are they not dead in one shot? What the hell is this? Okay, hold on. Why are there these weird freaking flies in my room? What the hell's going on? There's like one of my glasses has this little weird fly thing. To really find a way to freaking properly close this thing. Frost Knight Hera. Frost Knight Hera, I think is... You know the funny thing? Frost Knight Hera actually shields less than the regular counterpart. You wanna know? That's pretty funny because the regular Frost Knight Scion... I'm sure you guys know the Frost Knight Scion. Like the guy in the 12th one with the Wyops. Yeah, that guy. Like the Frost Knight. The Frost Knight Scion is a bigger shield than the Frost Knight Hera. It's such a funny freaking thing. Okay, where's my damage? Okay, so we get that. I think it should be done, right? Yeah, we're done. Okay, fucking hell. She's gone from the selector. Wow, they buff the character, make it good, and remove it from the free selector. What a scam. I could never beat Shock Trooper because my Binefa was otherwise occupied. Yeah, Shock Trooper was also a bit annoying because there's a DPS check to break the shield because of that stupid repairing shit. It was one of the more interesting ones because you could run some funny Nuvilite Electrocharge teams, and if your build was good enough, you could do Skirk Freeze or Mawika Overloaded, or even Varesa Overloaded to some extent. But it's like, yeah, I didn't like it, and I still remember the facial ER incident, so I'm extremely fucking salty. I'm as everyone would have expected, I'm kind of salty. I will forever there. You know how they say like some people tell you take grudges. Yeah, this is one of those exact moments where I do, as a matter of fact, take grudges. Oh yeah, right. There's Nuvolette. I'll grab Farina just to guarantee. It's a time limited selector from the get go. I see. The king of jobbers was here. Free Fate character. No, the thing is the Fate character, according to Rem, the Fate characters, like we have Saber and Gilgamesh, the only free one was Archer. And Archer is decent, but it's kind of like the same design as Lunar teams, right? Where you kind of want to pull for the other Fate character in order to be a part of the meta. Like I know there's an Archer team with is it Saber or something? Like the OG Archer and Saber team, and then the new Fate one, which has its own separate banners, which supposedly also uses its own separate pity and separate currency or some shit like that. So that one is the pair of Rin and Gilgamesh, because there's this weird thing where if you put them together, Gilgamesh will canonically has an obsession with Rin. So if you put them together, I think there's some sort of buff that you give for the team for Rin and Gilgamesh. So which is kind of funny. Like I remember watching the video of like the Himeko Nova at like E6 or something, like C6R5 variant. And then the other ones is they give the E6R5 but E6S5 but for the other two teams. I'm just like, wow, oh my god, the Fate characters are actually decent. Probably has some sort of catch though, so I don't really want to mention that. It's this Chu. This? I should have put for more characters, but I think that's okay. Yeah, this should be okay. We can do this. These flies, where are these flies coming from? My goodness. Saber and Gilgamesh in questionable. Yeah, but you have to pair with Rin. Because it's canon, guys. Because according to the lore, according to the lore, Gilgamesh is super obsessed with Rin. So if you don't pair them together, is not good. I can't believe they took the lore into the meta. Funniest shit I've ever seen, I tell you. It's a shame to have to use Sino here. Kinda want to save him for later though. Hey, what is this fly thing? Why is this fly in my face? This weird fly thing in my face. Like, where are these things? Oh my god. Every day I'm fucking living this room. I'm getting questioning the fucking architecture. Oh my god. Please. Yeah, we gotta restart this. I have you in the background. I hear quite full misinformation. You attach my name. Like, what else? What else am I talking about? Am I wrong about the Fate Gilgamesh stuff? Am I wrong about the Fate Gilgamesh stuff? I guess maybe because the video is like E6S5, right? But correct me if I'm isn't don't they have their own banners or something? And I don't think they use a separate currency, but I believe they have their own banners. But I don't know. Like, you gotta clarify, man. You're the style guy. Like, you guys are still playing Honkai style. I don't know why every time I hear anything about style, it just doesn't sound happy. Like, I'm just generally convinced there's some sort of like BDSM bullshit going on over there. I'm getting slandered, but that doesn't mean I'm wrong though. I mean, I could be wrong about the information, but yeah. Year 1 was Saber Archer. Yeah, Archer was free. That one I know. Archer, Rin, and Gilgamesh is free. But the part where you want to pair Gilgamesh and Rin together, that one is very much accurate, right? Because it's supposedly like there's some sort of buff that you gain over there that makes them makes the team kind of better or something. I don't know, man. Every time I talk about style, I don't feel like talking about style. It's just like I feel like I'm being some sort of therapist for people who still play the game. The pair is Rin, Archer, Sable, Gilgamesh. Do you want to run a full Fate team or are you supposed to run like other ones? Because at least from the last time we watched the video on like before Himeko Nova came out, I didn't see them all paired together in one team though. It was like one half was like a clear running what's that team called again? Like one is Gilgamesh Rin and the other one's like Saber and Archer. You run those pairs, yeah. You run those pairs in separate teams. So that one I was correct. But they have their own separate banners, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But dude, okay, this one I need confirmation. Do they use a separate currency from the regular one? Not that I'm not sure if that matters though, because I don't actually know the context of like. Is it like what is going on over there? I don't know, man. The banner is the same currency, separate PT. Oh, separate PT. Oh yeah, right. It does have separate PT. I do remember that. You just get the pairing wrong. Everything else is more correct. Rin and Archer. Oh, it's Rin and Archer? Interesting. Oh, right. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, you're right. I missed up the pairing. That's why I was thinking, like, why is in my head, I know it's wrong. I was like, why is Gilgamesh with Rin? but I don't know, man. Like, what's going on over there? Why are the numbers going up? I'm sure there's like some sort of I don't know if Nanoka has it, but it's just like looking at the numbers is really something. Okay, these guys gotta get away, man. I need to make sure I kill the other guy. Okay, let me see if I can do this. I need to try a little bit. If it's new, can see that. Yeah, but still though, I don't know what's going on over there. Just here, just like I don't have to play the game, and I just look at the state of. It is interesting to hear that Himeko Nova, which is supposed to be like their latest character, which is like an alternate version of the original Himeko. Just hearing about how I think she's strong, right? I'm pretty sure she's kind of strong. I just don't know, like, are we talking tier 0 or tier 1? But even then, it's like, it is interesting to hear that the rumors of the banner sales being not that good, and the fact that, correct me if I'm wrong, what was this? There's a new special attack. There's leaks that there's gonna be a new special attack with animation, which you have to pay for it. It's still leaks, so I think nothing's truly confirmed. And there's a new monetization mechanic around accessories and gadgets. Like, what the fuck is going on over there, man? What is going on over there, bro? I got Himeko Nova and Lightcon in 30 pulls. Nice. Himeko, wait, what class is Himeko? Remembrance or like, I don't remember all the different classes, so it just gets confusing for me. These freaking fly in my face is annoying. I'll ready up Sandrone for later. And we'll just do this. Yeah, Skirk can handle this. Actually, no, why am I doing this? I shouldn't be using Skirk here. Oh no, I don't have any other DPS though. I really don't want to rewind. Okay, I guess I could use Stellar Conduct Sino. That one actually might work. Why are these flies in my room? Xingqiu is a burden, but we do need the slot. I guess Columbina is going to be there for the sake of being there. Luna Charge. Harlequin overloaded. We can do E here. We can do EQ here. And we do that. There's a leak about a new purchasable item to buff all characters. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Like the moment I looked at the image and I was like, knowing Stariel devs, it's not out. It's not. I wouldn't put it past them. That's the right word. Actually doing damage. Oh, that's Luna charge. This ping is really not helping a lot. Yeah, this ping is not helping at all. Probably should have run the other team though. We're doing Luna charge. I bet you brought Sandrone or something. Or should I use one use of Skirk and use Sandrone for later? Actually, I could do that. I could probably use Sandrone here. That would be better. 1999 wrote a time gating and locking buff mats behind endgame. Bro, like 1999 may be bad, but you know, like it's just Stariel is on the way there supposedly, so it's not looking good from what I heard. Okay, so maybe I can do Sandrone. Do I have any off-field Electro? I don't have an off-field Electro. Okay, so maybe I can use a budget Skirk team. I'll use a budget Skirk team. I think that's probably the best thing we can work with. Let's see. Sandrone. Why Sandrone if we redo that? So Cryo Traveler, Xingqiu. We still kind of need Xingqiu. So we'll have to burn the Skirk right here, but that should be fine. We don't actually need Cryo Traveler here though. Just there for the sake of being there. I guess I just put Columbina for the heck of it. Yeah, it should be fine. Meta getting worse patch by patch. I tell you, man, when these games go downhill, they just go downhill. Zenless has a system, but it's farmable. Yeah. Birds. Oh, is my ping a bit better now? Nice. 200. It's a little bit better, and I say it's 200. Maybe next time I should reduce the quality though. I should probably reduce the quality over on the YouTube site, maybe. There you go. And go kill one of these guys, and we're good. The buff's so weak, you have to rebuff them again. You spend all your valuable mats again. And they still want to get you for that? Holy, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh, cool. Hi, Mona. What's going on over there, bro? What the fuck is going on there? Ooh, Charlotte. Actually, no, we do have Sandrone there, so... Eee, fucking flies. Disgusting. Let's see. So Rosaria will be the better of the two. I can maybe get a level 3 Frozen buff. Maybe you can help our little Nivelette real quick. And we can probably get by without using Fury now, so it should be good. In one patch, you get enough to level up one character, and each patch only has 2 characters that receive it. Unless you buy BP, you won't have enough materials to upgrade the units. Didn't they buff Bernice multiple times? Did they actually buff Bernice multiple times? Dude, like, just hearing about power creep. This is why I say, right? Every time I see any video or any post talking about Genshin's meta, I scoff at them. I look at it with like just disdain. I'm like, you fucking ungrateful swine. You don't know how good you have it. What other gacha games? Like I would love for these people to tell me what other gacha games out there would just have a freaking 1.0 like early launch 4-star character remain meta for 6 fucking years. And you know the best way for them to nerf Bennett? They didn't. They just released more Bennetts. But they didn't release enough, so Bennett's still fucking strong as shit. The only way for them to nerf Bennett is to release alternatives so that you don't use Bennett. But that doesn't make Bennett any worse though. Still fucking strong as shit. Damn hilarious, I tell you. Like, actually just like so stupidly hilarious. It's comical. Just straight up comical. It's been so long since I stopped playing Zenless, I see. I do believe that. I think I've heard... I mean, I know that Zenless has buff characters. Zenless is the more... I don't want to say most chill out of all of them. I didn't know Mona actually did that. That's cool. Hold on. I'm just trying it. Why does my ping suddenly feel good? Am I high? Yeah, this is overkill, holy. Can I get into the ITQ? Yeah, give me a moment. Let me just add your name to the list. Wow. There's still quite a few members that I'm missing. Oh, I guess I'll add your name up here. And then if I add this... Okay, there you go. I'd say most Zenless buffs have been meaningful. Stariel is 50-50. They either become meta or remain trash. That's so sad. What the fuck? That's so bad though. Alright, who can I run over here? I can technically run Sandrone, but let's see what kind of characters I can grab. I think Nouvellette would be pretty decent if I do grab it here. That's not a Nouvellette, but okay. Let's see. No Odette, no Alyosha, so Sino is a little bit of a burden. I guess maybe I could invest into some sort of Nouvellette Hyper. Let me think. If we use Sandrone, we could do Sandrone for one and this one for later. I'm not really sure what Yansan is doing here, but she's definitely there for a reason. Don't know if that's a good reason though. I can try to use this to buff to Oblivion. Let me think. I use Chi-Chi for Sandrone for the damage buff. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, mystery cash. Can I get flowers? You know what? Holy shit. Wow, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Alright, we got the base stellar conduct. We're just gonna bring Sandrone here. Genshin was dunked on for buffing characters, and they buffed more characters and they had better buffs in 1 year. No, Genshin. The moment Genshin actually released the Hexarray thing and buffed all the characters, that's when I knew the developers, they have hope. Like out of all the few games, it's just, I think Rem can maybe agree on this. At least Genshin buffs actually make your older characters viable. And with the current state of the meta, since the release of Odette and the fact that they're giving us like CMC for free with their own signature weapon being the Exorphanes, and the fact that you don't even have to use materials to level up the damn weapon and refinements too, it's already looking, it's only gonna go up from here. Like, they know what they want to do, but at least they've considered the fact that, hey, we probably need to start buffing older characters, because in the long run, it's either we release more new characters and just rerun those same characters that are strong, or we buff older characters while introducing new characters and create a special kind of archetype where the older characters are strong, but they can become even stronger if you go for the new characters, which are likely support or off-field DPS. This is what I like. Like Yae is good. Like, Yae now is usable, but you put her in a Stellar Conduct team and she's fucking cracked. It's such a good thing. Vado, Diona, all these fucking 4-star characters, nobody asked for the buffs. They're just like, hey, we're gonna make new reaction. We may as well bring all the old characters instead of just introducing like 5 other new characters and force the players to pull. And they're not even giving us more Primo Gems in the first place, so... I don't think it's gonna be enough for most F2P to be able to cope, so that's also a thing to consider. Alright, so we're gonna do here, and I do kind of need a healer, but I think I'll just put on a random... No, actually, no, I'll just put Cryo Traveler. Yeah, I'll just put Cryo Traveler here. Then we'll do you. Stellar Conduct skill. Maybe I can do this into that. Half-Car Black Swan buffs are good, but you still need Eidolons to compete with current... Maybe that's the issue, right? When they buff the character and you need the early cons in order for it to be like kind of viable. Viable in terms of like the meta that you're interested in. Then the Traveler does no damage. Holy.
やりなさい。もういけるわね。滑稽ね。
あなたの訪れは神格が示
やり
して
なさい。
いた永遠のおあつきのために
くだらん。
裁きの雷
I'm not really sure what Traveler's here for, to be honest. I generally am not sure what Traveler's here for. I assume the Traveler doesn't seem to be. Can you?
やりなさい。ついてく。
There you go.
演算
I've never seen a Sandrone feel so weak. It could be my ping though. I could be wrong.
それは神格が示していた
いけるわね。
逃げ
I
道
don't think we have time though.
無我の巨
I did not mean to do that. Oh, you're not good enough.
凍結せよ示してい
さあ、
た永遠
I think I can do this. Yeah, we have enough time. Oh, just barely. Holy, the ping was so pain. High Silence E1 is the baseline. 3B E1 is the baseline. Ain't no way. That's kind of sad. It's kind of, yeah, that's kind of sad. Also, I probably need a Nuvilette right now. That would be great. A Nuvilette or some sort of DPS. Okay. So I go grab that. One additional event. And you don't give me the right character. Okay, yeah. Wait. Wait, is C2 Raiden though? I think C2 Raiden can cope. They can probably cope with C2 Raiden, so I'll go get the level 2 superconduct buff. Just to up the damage. And we have 40. We'll go for... There is a Sino. I could do some funny Stellar Conduct Sino stuff. There's no Yai, so I'll have to rely on Raiden there somehow. Maybe I can do Sino Stellar Conduct here. Mortonax E0. Mortonax E0 Blade SP out to outbuff E1 Chibi. I mean, that's what I heard though. I heard that freaking Blade SP is such a good freaking buffer that it's just like, I mean, I don't know, it's just Stariel though. If the new character doesn't power creep the previous one, I think there's something wrong with the game. I mean, I joke about it, but maybe it's not a joke. Maybe it is real, you know? Let's see. Can Sandrone survive without that? Probably not. Probably not. I do something like this and that. Yeah, I can't believe they're making the Aeons playable. That's probably the funniest thing to me. Alright, Stellar Conduct Sino, come on. Big PP damage. Where's the Stellar Conduct stuff? There you go. That's my Sino. That's a Sino I know. Except my skills are gone though. Yeah, everything's just gone. Actually, I don't even have to put Fischl this early though. I can just put this up. There you go. Where's my pole star field? There you go. That's Sino. Perfect. And music's over. You know what? Screw it. Okay, yeah. Let me go open Firefox real quick. Give me a moment. Why is it that every patch Firefox always has an update? What the fuck is going on, man? This is kind of triggering, not gonna lie. Let's get Renova. True. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, we got more Slipknot stuff. Wow. See if I can get the audio up. Sino's useful now. Yeah, Sino's pretty meta right now. I want to get Nuvilette or Alucino. That works too. Yeah, it's resuming the Slipknot playlist. Put Hydro there. Hopefully we get Nuvilette later. They'll get power creep 3 patches later. Imagine an Aeon being power creep though. It's okay, we're going to finality meta. Truly a game of all times. Let's see. Off-field Electro. We could probably do this. And that. There you go. Siren who would win the niche support in her team or the generally support swimsuit.
いけるわね。 くだらない一休みしたいわ
There you go. That's the damage I want.
くだらない
裁きの雷
戻れいけるわね一休みしたいわ
Isn't what's the title for Cyrene again?
ついてきて
They're like the special the similar one with Acheron. They're kind of like the Archons, right? Acheron. Like, well, what's the title again? They have a title that with Emanator, right? Yeah, Emanator. The Emanator. Imagine being the potential vessel and representative of your own Aeon just to be out of the meta. Holy bro. That is some special. Wow, they really want me to grab Hydro. Guys, look at this option, guys. Guys, which one should I get? Do I get Hydro? Hydro or Hydro? I don't know, guys. Maybe we should get Superconduct, right? Which option should I get? Hydro or Hydro? Swimsuits win, yeah. Robin SP, man. Robin SP is just something special. Oh, if I already picked Silali? Oh, I guess I already have. Oh well. We already got the max buff, so it doesn't matter too much. Let's go for... Did I grab Alucino yet? Oh, I already did. Can I even run an Alucino team? I don't think I can, right? Oh, I can. 1, 2, 3. I just need another Electro. Oh, Cookie's the last one. But we're obviously not going to run that. Let's see. We'll do Sitlali with Rosaria or Diona. What is this? It's just some random... Just Slipknot. Good old Slipknot stuff. Okay. Right. Let's get this out of the way. I'll save Mona for later. So these two are the strong ones. Rosaria. Now we could do Mona, that. So we'll do Rosaria here. Yeah. At this point, just pull for characters. I think the better way for Stariel to get the Stariel meta is like the same thing with Stygian, right? You invest in 3 different teams, and then you just Omega invest into them. Just go for full vertical investments and don't think about it. The 3 Hydro options? I don't know. I don't know, man. The most illusion of choice moment. I also never seen that before. I played so many theaters, I've never seen that before either. Bro, I haven't even swapped to Nuvula and they already died. I haven't even swapped to Nuvula and they already died. What's happening? I just swapped to Nuvula and they already dead. Oh yeah. Nuvula is a moral support. I do not want to follow AA. Oh yeah, anomaly arbitration, right? Is that what it's called? So shiny, yes, very shiny. Man, I don't know what's going on in Stariel, but I don't want to know. Nuvulet's so OP, everything dies when he goes on field. True. Yeah, no refresh. Alright, Nuvulet, come and carry the team. I just clear what I can and I only miss very few last rewards. I'll cry about in 10 years when I miss the characters. True. I don't know, like Genshin on one hand is releasing a lot of characters, but you don't have to pull for everyone because they're, to some extent, Genshin, the meta is, at least from the Stellar stuff and Luna, is you can just cherry pick at least one of them and that's all you have to do. Then you can just invest in one of the other teams that you have, right? Like, as long as you get the general support, whoever you get from there, doesn't matter. Just invest in whatever that you are interested in and you're good. Stariel, it's just kind of crazy to hear that the support that's supposed to be the best installed team is getting out-supported by another unit in the same team. And you know, I'm not even sure if I want to keep talking about it. It's just hearing about it gives me like a fucking headache or some shit. It's like, okay, there should just be a bingo. You know, there should just be some sort of counter. There generally should just be some sort of counter. It's like, okay, who's getting power creep today? How many power creeps have we experienced now? Ooh, 140k. 100k charge attack. What the hell is this Nouvellette on, man? Is it a C1 Nouvellette? Am I stupid? Why is this Nouvellette so strong?
遠くをたたえよ
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I don't think C0 is supposed to hit 100k numbers. There you go. Is he dead yet? Come on. There you go. Honest, yes? Oh, this one, nice.
光り輝くがいい絶にもよ契約を果
That.
たせ口封じはなく
Is he gonna die from the skill load? Nope. It's quite tanky though.
運命よここにいでよ
Oh my god, we nearly failed. Maybe Escoffier would have made the team a bit better, I think. We actually nearly failed. That's crazy. There you go. That's same for Zenless Miyabi. Oh yeah, Miyabi. But at least Zenless at least has a track record of buffing older characters, right? So maybe at some point it's gonna be a matter of time before they're gonna be buffing some of the older characters. Many thanks, no worries, man. So I know it's just there for motivational support. My favorite. Okay, that's account number 21 this season. Usual 20 clears. Like at least Zenless at least has a track record of like buffing older characters, right? So that's decent. You already have a story thing for Void Hunters to get buffs, yeah. You see, like we are at a time, right? Remember when Star Rail first came out, and then a lot of the former Genshin players that hop onto Star Rail for the endgame stuff, and they're like, it's like, what was that meme code that people always use again? Like what was that meme code? Why can't imagine imagine Genshin having this or something like that? What's that term? That quote that they always use to compare to Star Rail. I forgot what it is. Genshin would never, yeah. And now it's the opposite. Now it's the absolute opposite. Genshin's just getting better and better. Zenless is just chilling, doing their own thing as they always would. Because anyone who enjoys Zenless is like, you're already in a particular niche that they're just doing their own thing. Crazy time we live in, man. Crazy time we live in. Alright, it's time to pick the Arcanum. I think this one is obvious, but just gonna get a confirmation, Ivis. GG's, yeah, GG's. Yeah, but Zenless at least has the options that they're actually giving buffs out. So at least maybe in the long run, they'll eventually buff the characters. Okay, so sweating my ass off. I need to reply a message. And we'll move on to Dipto. I'm pretty sure, have I done your theater yet? I guess I could do your Abyss first before I go do your theater. That'd be much better. Any thanks? GG's? GG's. Alright, let's go to Dipto's account. Then I'm just gonna update the list real quick. So that's that. Yeah, that one's settled. Abyss. I mean, I'm not even going to update the Abyss thing because it's gonna be one account anyways. Alright. If I remember your username, I think this is the correct one. Dare dake. Yeah, Dipto, you can oh no, your details are still there, never mind. I keep forgetting some people leave their details some people leave their details and I just assume that nobody does. This one was, what region are you again? Asia, okay, cool. Okay, both Abyss and Theater for this particular redeem. And I should also update Y's name, so give me a moment. This one should be... So no, I will say that I haven't seen Yuva in a while. I think they've been busy, so chances are we're probably not. We're only going to have 2 more accounts now. Interesting chat you got there. Can I close that? Hold on. Let me put myself in Abyss first. I'll help clear for you. So yeah, that's that. Pretend that you didn't see the chat. Someone else's chat. Should probably censor that, but it is what it is. Okay, Abyss is not resetting anytime soon. This one's whatever. Why? What the heck? Okay. Right. 411. What we got? Was it Luna Charge and Superconduct? Stellar Conduct, right? Oh wow, this is an account that hasn't played the game. Any new characters? Just Alyosha. Yeah. No Odette. Okay. What do I want to run? Technically, I can still brute force Nefair first off. Is there any presets for Nefair? Not even a name. Damn. Should definitely like that is one way to do it. Wait, is Kuki Shinobu? We'll put Kuki right there. Flint's no in Nefbao. Actually, no, that feels kind of bad to play. I can technically do Skirk first off, so it should be fine. Skirky boo, Skirky boo. I do not see Escoffier. Oh shit. Is a Escoffierless Skirk? Am I seeing things? Is that an unactivated? Oh no, that's just friendship. I thought there was an unactivated freaking Mizuki. Aran. Not completing floor 11 is cringe. Oh no, they like I know the owner. The owner barely plays the game, which is understandable. But even the account feels like it's trapped in a. This account feels like it's semi-trapped in Outland. There's some not cry characters, but there's some that's quite missing. I could do Luna Charge, or I could do Overloaded. I don't remember what's in the second half. I could also do Malwika, but maybe I'll just do Malwika. I don't trust a Skirk. Skirk without Escoffier requires quite a lot of investment for it to be on the level with Escoffier. So that's questionable in its own way. Ororon with Chevy. If I do that, I do the C0. Not looking good. How about the Malwika? C0? R1, okay. A bit of a hope. Not terrible. What about Yansan though? Yansan, okay, C2 Yansan. Yansan Banner's next patch. So there is that. No, next patch, sorry, next half. I can't believe they're doing Flints in FL with Yansan. They were like, oh, you thought you weren't gonna pull. No. No, that is not how it works. You thought you weren't gonna pull. No. That is not how it works around here. You will pull whether you like it or not. Any non C6 Yansan or C2 Yansan owners. Plains no Nefa and Skirk without coffee, yeah. I mean, having the opposite is just called having the wheelchair team. Hi Kakashi, what up? In Nefa coffee, no Skirk and Flints. I mean, like, the supports are more valuable than the DPS. Although I will say that, actually that's a bit hard. Because Cryo DPS before we got Sandrone, technically Skirk was the only strong one. But if you play Stellar Conduct with, has to be with Yaya Odette. If you have a Yaya Odette Stellar Conduct core, technically Risley or a well-invested Risley or Sandrone is the new Cryo DPS. And you don't even have to try so hard with Skirk. Like, you don't have to do the freaking N2 combo for her. Coffee's only my head. I mean, yeah, you can work with that. You can definitely work with that, as long as you have like a use for it. But regardless, the supports, as usual, the supports are always going to be the more valuable of the two. Most of the DPS are always tied into some sort of like niche that... Some sort of niche that you may not necessarily like or something. Can you stop getting staggered? I can feel the ping, but it's not as bad. It's not as bad. It's like a 0.2 millisecond delay. Benefa wheelchair? Benefa wheelchair is nice, eh? I do agree. Actually, do I even want to try? Ow. You know, for 400 ping, it actually feels quite responsive. Never mind, I take that back. I was gonna say, it feels quite responsive. Immediately, there's a fucking delay. Wheelchair teams are interesting. And they're not the first. I don't know if you want to count National as a wheelchair team, but technically, I feel like National was the OG wheelchair, right? As someone who's played through the national Hyperbloom, the national child national meta, and then the international team, those were the days. Child International, the regular national core, over 2 years of Ayaka being fucking meta, and they just did not release any new cryo characters after that, except for Shenhe, which made her meta in the first place. Those were the very stale days of Genshin. It doesn't matter how bad your character is because you just have like a team core that just works.
最後の警告だ呼吸を
Just slap on national and you're good to go.
戦うしかないみたいなこれは必要な武力雷のごとく
One second, I'll do that in a bit. Or maybe we'll finish the playlist and then I'll go back to the beginning. I think that'd be fair, right? We finish and then we just go back, so make the most out of it.
真実は来る装置の神
Oh, we have Verdant Dew.
安寧をしっかり立ってな
欺瞞の叫びを読んだ嘘はいけないね
Nafair is such a ridiculous freaking unit. It's not even that difficult to do a charge cancel unless your device is potato. But Nafair without Colombina does feel very bad though. 100%. Nafair without Colombina is like you sit there and wait. You're like, you know, just give me a moment, you know, just give me a bit of time and I'll generate some. I'll get the Verdant Dew and I'll be back with you, okay?
みんなに挨拶だ。
太陽の炎を
Dage.
生きて今宵月を去迷える者皆のために祈ろう
真実はまるで影さあ謎を解こう読む
Yep. I guess you could use Nafair for the first half, right? Let me check. What's the second half is? Oh, that team. I wonder if I replace Auroron with Official. Would that be okay? I feel like I could. Yeah, I guess technically I could just do that. Or should I just run Overloader on the first half? Well, technically I could just run Overloader on the first half, huh? Cryo Abyss Mage. That guy's not a problem though. Pyro, we need Hydro. We have Columbina. Cryo, we need Electro. That's pain in the ass. I'll just swap both halves. You know, the one thing I wish is there, how do we not have the ability to just drag this up? Or am I stupid? I don't see the ability to swap between the two, so that's annoying. Let's see, this half doesn't have any particular preference, right? Yeah, there doesn't have any particular preference. I could just run Zhongli for the off-brain, but I'm too lazy. Should be fine. Asin to do flow 12 hours waiting to build up Odette. I mean, you don't even... unless you don't have a proper on-field stellar DPS, then just having Odette in your team with 4 Furnace does more than you think. The more well-invested your stellar DPS is, the less significant Odette's damage contribution is. Like, I retested my fully built Odette. I brought her skill to level 9. I'm going to be working towards bringing her burst to level 9. Just some sort of level up obsession thing, so I know it's suboptimal. But with my Sandrone team, 6 Sandrone, C1 Yae, C6 Alyosha, Odette only does like 10% of the team's damage. Like getting the 4 Furnace was more important than actually just giving her a proper build.
映した真実
Oh right, this guy. I forgot about
そう熱
心を覗かせてもらう
Yeah, I these nuts. Like there's so many people with these nuts name. I can't tell the difference of whose nuts is this. All these nuts joke, but I don't know whose nuts is this.
今宵月を捧げ流れる皆のために
These guys sure are annoying though.
渚のリン
嘘はいけないねさあ謎を解こう読む
三月よ輝け
That's so tedious.
そう熱よ永遠の
2400 attack. She's a 90, so she needs 3000 is only for 1 personal damage. As long as you get the 2000, doesn't matter as much.
真実はまるで影。心を覗かせてもらうね。
真実が来る。映して
Weapons only level 70, I see.
読む。
Just gonna heal my Kuki for a bit. Oh, it's so tedious. Oh, it's so slow. So much stalling.
三月よ輝け。
I actually did it. Wow.
迷える者輪廻とわの安寧を。立ってな。
自慢の叫びよ。嘘はいけないね。
Huh? Oh man, the ping is really something though. Yeah, but you don't have to stress too much to reaching 3k attack because the stellar glimmer buff, that she provides only requires 2k. The one that she provides to the whole team only requires 2k attack. The 3k attack is mostly for own personal damage, so don't fret too much if you can't reach that level, unless you have like an extremely crack or dead. But even then, it's like a very minor thing. It's kind of like it's similar to Chevrolet's passive, where you want 40k HP to get the 40% attack buff to the team whenever she does the overcharge ball skill, but missing 1% attack is not really that big of a deal. It's more important that you make her healing better for Song of Days Pass, if more than anything, really.
じゃあな、周りを見張っててくれ。
最後の警告だ。雷のごとく。石煙に葬られよ。
Gotta be shitting me.
あまり遠くに行くなよ。行け。
投降しろ。もっと早くもっと強く。聞け。太陽の炎を。
自由になれ。周りを見張っててくれ。
法の裁きを受けてこい。呼吸を整えよう。この天下で裁く。
There you go. Nice burst, I know, right? Very nice burst, true. I shall take that as a compliment. Definitely a tactical burst, trust me. I like that 7.x started with two options for stellar teams, so it's friendly to all players. Yeah, I know. That is going to be very much mandatory for most stellar teams to be meta, but that doesn't mean you won't have other options. We still don't have we don't have any information about Rhyme Grass at the moment. So there's also the possibility that they may release Cryo and Dendro characters for Rhyme Grass. And Sino, I don't know, Sino's Stongs is going to go up because you can now play Aggravate. And maybe Alhaitham will finally be a 150k DPS. Oh, what are the units are they? Kaching, yeah. I've seen some people have like 120k Missplitter Kaching, but their builds are just incredibly cracked. Like freaking Allergy Official, Allergy Polar Star Official, Sucrose is Sucrose, and their Kaching is like Missplitter, C6 Missplitter or something. That's the kind of investment that's not really the most relatable, if you ask me.
真実が来る。
Wow, I didn't die.
嘘はいけないね。心を覗かせてもらうね。真実はまるで影。
映して清風の祝福を皆のために祈ろう。邪魔をするな。三月よ輝け。
欺瞞の叫びよ。読む。
満ちて今宵月を捧げ月光のように輪廻の永遠の安寧を。
真実はまるで影。嘘はいけないね。
おとなしくしな。
謎を解こ
I mean, if it works, it works, I guess.
来る。行け。
う。読む。
If if Kachin gets a buff for Ramgrass, I'll be so happy. I would love to do it. Like, they just buff Aggravate. They need to buff Aggravate and Quicken. I mean, they just need to buff Aggravate, like, Quicken teams in general. Then maybe Tinari will also be another beneficial. Like, I can't wait for, like, hey guys, you get C2 Tinari. With this new support, Tinari's gonna be 100k DPS. Alhaitham's the 150k DPS. Dude, that would be crazy. Like, that actually would be quite convenient because they don't even have to work on buffing the Sumeru characters. They just release a new reaction that actually just makes them strong. And then they can just release a premium support unit for Ramgrass. And that's it. Now all the Sumeru frogs will just appear out of nowhere. Be like, oh, did somebody say buff? Oh yeah, this guy.
みんなに挨拶だ
Can't do this.
自由になれ
Yeah, I'll do that.
強行しろ最後の警告だ呼吸を整えよう石煙に葬られよ
行けもう自由だ
武器を捨てろ風地のごとく動けこの天下で裁く
Fucking hell.
止めるよ
あまり遠くに行くんださあみんなに会い
もっと早くもっと強くカウント石煙に葬られよ アクセル全開
There you go. I want Hutang Ganyu buff. Don't worry. Leeway buff is definitely the bigger buff that's required there. If they can buff the Leeway characters, I think all Leeway DPS need a buff. Hu Tao, Ganyu, Zhongli, Shou. Am I missing someone? Shen He. Is there anybody else? Is there any Leeway 5-star DPS that I'm missing? I think that's it, right? I don't know. Yelan doesn't need it. I'm gonna be honest. Yelan doesn't need it. But if she does get it, that'd be kind of bullshit though. Actually, no, I feel like Yelan doesn't need it, right, guys? Right? She's good, right, guys? She doesn't need to be better. She wants it. She wants it. She doesn't need it, but she definitely wants it though. Hu Tao mentioned yes. Hu Tao buff Rem. Let us all hold hands and cope together. No, let us pray that Hu Tao is gonna get buff. Hu Tao, Ganyu, Xiao. Heck, I don't know. Make Zhongli have built-in res shred. I don't fucking know. 20% shield res shred? Nah, not good enough. Up it to 40%. Up it to 40%. If you pair with another Geo unit, it becomes 60% res shred. Shilonen immediately power creep. Power creeping Shilonen. Masaka? Sometimes I forgot Xiao exists. Xiao is still a thing. But it's just his damage numbers is kind of eh. The people who can make it work also is like, they probably have C2 R1 Shenyun. Or at least like R1 Shenyun. Either C2 Shenyun or R1 Shenyun, but C2 is the biggest buff. Without C2 Shenyun or C2 Silali, Xiao is just doesn't exist. They need to change his burst. You know what they need to do? They need to reduce his skill cooldown. So you can do triple E. So now, whenever you get C1 Xiao, you can actually triple E in one rotation. So at least it's not dog shit. You know, they should actually change his constellations too. Don't give him defense. Give him like, I don't know, funny energy refund or something. If Ganyu gets buff, I'm doing the Alice Ice Bucket Challenge. Ain't no way. I just want Zhongli to have an actual weapon. So, Ram shared an image of this for the leaks. It's a very sus, very super duper sus thing. But of course, it states that Zhongli will have a main DPS playstyle and have a new weapon. I have omega doubts for that. Him being a main, but the thing is, after seeing what they've done with Venti, I would not be surprised if Zhongli becomes a main DPS hyper carry. Like, imagine if the only way it is up to the Archon of Geo to save the element by being so fucking busted that your Geo teams will be gimped without Zhongli. Are you guys ready for a Luna crystallized Zhongli to do 20% of your team's damage in a Zibai linear team? Are you guys ready for whenever Zhongli uses burst, he occasionally drops a mini meteor every 3 to 4 seconds that petrifies the enemy.
キングチェアを使って
Tendo Bongsho! And then like you're just fighting and then you hear
からテイラストを眺めると
every 3 to 4 seconds a mini meteor falls down and your screen just and then every time that meteor hits it gives you like a geo buff or something. Thoughts on Edge of Survival? Is that the shooting gameplay? Is that the shooting gameplay for that's the shooting gameplay, right? I don't know the names, man. I'm just like haha funny gun traveler.
戦うしかないんか皆のために
Zibai gets power creep. Yeah, you burst. Fuck no, you ain't getting energy. No, clearly okay. This is gonna be a meme one. Zhongli pillar moves slowly towards the enemies.
自慢の叫びよ
I know it's a meme, but it's like the idea of Goba, right?
リンヤ
Zhongli pillar now grows little millipede legs.
世の
Now grows little millipede legs and chases after the fucking enemy. You want energy generation? I will make sure you will generate energy.
輝
I will generate energy for you. If I can't move, then I'll just have to move. That's just the old techies. Yeah, it is technically the old techies.
はまるで影世の
Can you go now? Can you go now? There you go. Thing was hilarious. The thing is, that was during the time where I actually came back to play Dota for a bit. I remember playing with one of my friends, and he was playing techies. He literally got the talent to do that. Like, we were losing. We were playing what was it again? The Dyer and is it the Sentinel? Right, Sentinel, right? The green guys, the tree people. We were playing as the Sentinel against the Dyer. We lost like quite a lot of towers on all the tree lanes, and then the only reason why the freaking enemy couldn't like attack our base is because my friend was playing all techies and he was just like playing some funny refresher cooldown build. He's just spamming mines. Like he's just putting all the mines in every entrance to the base, and then he got the talent where the mines move. So like they were about to attack, right? They're about to attack, and then one of the heroes, one of them was like going slowly approaching, and then just casually watch him and that hero and the entirety of the super creeps just get deleted in a fraction of a second is fucking hilarious. Bro, double kill. We're like, what? And then immediately after that, the enemy team was like we were playing like casual. I don't think we were playing turbo or something. And then immediately the enemy team got so scared, they just started jungling. They freaking just farm jungle for like the next 15 to 20 minutes because they don't know where the mines are. And my friend was just like, hey, refresh, moving mines, techies. And all the creeps will come into the base and just explode and die. And then this whole cycle repeated for 20 to 30 minutes. I don't remember if we won or we lost. We might have lost in the end, but I feel like we might have won. I'm not sure. Yeah, all techies was cancer, bro. Bro just sends Graveler out of burst, yes. I hecking love Graveler in my burst.
動くなイカズチのごとく愛
太陽の炎を
Alright, Kongamatsu. That's an enemy.
あまり遠くに行くなよさあ
最後の警告だもっと早くもっと
石煙に葬られよ加速すると自由になれ行けもう
動くな投降しろ呼吸を整えよう
Do that.
太陽の炎を止める勇気はあるか周りを見張っててくれ
最後の警告愛情は
石煙に葬られよ
There you go. Alright. Continue button to claim all the rewards, and there should be a bit redeem done. I'll just pause the timer, then we'll move on to the other game. The triple mine. Jumping in the air with the taser. Dude, old techies, I remember when old techies had the freaking, like, stun. Like, the stun trap, right? That was so cancer. Stun into jump. Oh my god. There's some special freaking thing. Okay, let me just update the list real quick. I remember when techies had the ability to stun. Static trap, yes. Static trap. Let's see. So do that. And that should be all clear. And we can begin the Imagine Theater version. Remote mines? Oh, that was a thing. That was a thing. Okay, theater. What do we have? Oh, Aqua. Ooh, I'm curious. Crit rate is questionable though. I will say that. Let's see if we can do something about it. 200. Yeah, we definitely have a crit rate circlet here somewhere. Or we could find a piece. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, that makes sense, but I feel like, okay, what you guys want to bet if I open the inventory right now, there's going to be like 300 elixirs. Oh my fucking god. Where is it? Where's the inventory thing? Is this the inventory? Oh, it doesn't show it. Okay, let me check. So annoying. Let me leave. Enemy picks techies, so time to waste 1 hour of my life. That's so true, man. Like someone plays techies, unless they really suck at the game, you're just gonna your game's gonna be held hostage. It's not fun. I know that because my friend played techies. It's nice that we're not losing, but it's also not nice that we're wasting time. So I find that very annoying. Where is it here? 35 elixirs. Give Yelan a hydro infusion. Well, she already gets that in C6 though, so I don't think she needs a hydro infusion. To be honest, I'm not even sure how one would even buff Yelan. It's not that she's bad. It's just that until you get Consolation 2, Yelan's just not that good. She's not bad, but it's just like a lot of the teams now, at least from my comparisons, C0 R1 Shunhe is about equal with C2 Yelan. R1, if I had Aqua for Yelan, I think she would be like better than Shenhe in the Skirk team. But the cost for you to get there is getting a 4 cost unit compared to just a regular Shenhe with like 2 costs. You don't even need Calamity. You use 5, it's not that far behind either. So it's actually just quite a big loss. I mean, I would say probably the best thing to do for Yelan is to really just give her more damage. That's it. Either they add another passive that increases her own damage, or just increase this. Or maybe just change the way it works. Because Mahuika has the opposite, right? With the burst, where it starts at 40 or 50%, and then it declines over time. It decreases over time. Yelan is the opposite. So that means your damage actually ramps up towards the end, but that actually works it works against the ideal for rotation, because most of your buffs have a fixed, most of the buffs of the other support units will usually end by the time you can reach this maximum value. So it's like, it's kind of counterintuitive. If they were to make it the opposite, where you start with like 50% and then it goes down, you know what would be cool? If it was up to me, I would do this. First thing, I would make it cap at the very beginning for the first 5 seconds, and then it declines over time. And what I would do is, as it declines, that damage bonus is going to get transferred to Yelan herself. So that means that your main DPS will slowly lose a damage buff, but that damage buff will be transferred back to Yelan herself, which subsequently buffs her over time. Anyways, this guy, let me see what I can do. I can technically make the Yelan better, but should I even do that? I just don't like the crit rate circlet though. I need to give her a crit rate circlet. This is unforgivable. Where is the crit rate circlet? Is there? I'm sure there's like some random off piece somewhere. Oh, it's all 3 lines. I don't know. 3 lines kind of cringe though. Lisa. Okay, there is HP percent though. Oh yeah, no, I'm taking that from Farazan. I don't like the fact. I don't like this piece. It's so. I mean, it has ER though. That's a problem. Yelan, even this is not enough ER. Like Yelan actually wants not HP sense but ER sense. Do we have any ER sense that we can roll? Because especially if you have Sig, right? Ooh, that's a rip. Rip in peace. Okay, let's see if we can try to max this out. Crit rate. Actually, crit rate, please. Crit rate, please give me crit rate. Don't troll me, man. Crit rate 1. Just 1 crit rate. Okay, thank you. if it rolled all into crit damage, I would be like sad, but also not. I would be kind of matched there. Okay, we do get a bit of ER there. And yeah, this is a very solid Yelan. There you go. 200 ER, 24k HP, 1200 crit damage. Just go back in. 35 and 17 feathers, yeah. What if Gun Traveler was brought into the Abyss? I don't think it's intuitive. I would argue that rather than bringing the Gun MC into the Abyss, it's better for them to update the gun gameplay and expand on that. Imagine it's kind of like a separate game mode as Melee Astra Wonderland, but it motivates you to actually play. It's like an end game that doesn't require you to grind the standard combat mechanics, the standard combat system that you have in the game. But at least they can expand on that. That would be very cool though. Like maybe they introduce more guns, they introduce more enemies, more floors. Maybe they actually give you more primos. That would be cool. We are the free beta tester. Yes, we are forever in the free beta testers. Always in beta. She needs an energy refund mechanic where she can have stats other than ER and weapons and FAF. Yeah, the issue is when you run an emblem, you kind of want ER though. Because the problem is Yelan, most of her damage comes over burst, right? And if you run 4 emblem, having a lot of ER is actually beneficial for her. HP, most of her damage scales off HP, but if you want to make the most out of emblem, you definitely want that ER. So maybe some sort of mechanic that increases HP and ER, that would be decent, but it's not gonna change her build as we know it. Flameforge R1. Why is it R1? There you go. This is the owner of an account that plays the game but also doesn't play the game. It's a very baffling thing, really. It's a very, very, very baffling. Okay, let's see. Let's just max this out so she can burst. Only 545. Actually, no, I know might not be that important. How much ER do we need? No, I might regret it though. I don't want to regret this. Yeah, it's C6. Why can't I max it out? It's actually rolling the light stat though. Yeah, well, actually, I may as well max it out. Okay, I know now has a build. 183 with Flameforge, that's decent. Okay, bro has his own flits. 10 crit rate missing, but that's fine. Alright, time to judge. No. Interesting how there's no gold though. Yep. Yep. Actually, 720. It has a bit more crit rate. 717. That's a lot of really good piece though. Yeah, let me see. Okay, that's kind of overcap. Okay, we can afford to lose a little bit of crit rate. Just a little bit though. So how's the stat? 7200? We're still overcap. Where's crit rate coming from? Maybe I can go for a high crit damage piece here. Oh, 722. Okay. And this one we go back to here. 68. 210. It's pretty good, but should I just even been max the flints? I'm thinking. No, you know what? It's fine. The flint is okay. We have 2% chance to not crit, but it's better than trial flints. What about Skirk there? Haran, okay. One of the better options. 71 crit rate with 4 piece. Okay, that should be good enough. Alright. What units are we looking at? Oh, fuck. Every time I see Molani in this particular non-vape... I see Molani in a non-vape abyss, I kind of just cringe a little bit. If it's not C1 Molani at least, then it's just like... Okay, the DPS actually leaves a lot to be desired, I'm gonna be honest. I guess I could use Molani in the earlier acts, right? I'm gonna do Nivelette. I'm gonna do Arlecchino. 1, 2, 3. I need a 4. I'll say Ayaka. Rat from the Sky. I hecking love Rat from the Sky. Agots. The fuck? Hold on. Okay, the piece itself, the build itself is good. Kagot Surube. Not even refined. I may as well just give her a killer. Why is there True Freedom Sword? What am I looking at? There is an Amenoma, but... How do I even... What do I even do with this Ayaka? Haran is not good. Amenoma is R1. I feel like I should just give a faff. But I probably shouldn't do that though. I'll make it work. Okay, Ayaka. I guess we can make Ayaka work. Let's look at all the other supports. So we'll go you. Raiden is probably C0. I can count with my hands how many C2 Raidens I know. And it's not a lot. Not that C2 Raidens are good without text loads, so understandable. Probably, I think, you know, let's make it easy. I'm just gonna remove all this first. And then we're gonna borrow. Okay, we got all the DPS, right? I'm gonna borrow someone's Androne. Black Cliffs Androne. I'm going to punch something. R1, R1. 16, no ER. Me, every time I see a Sandrone with barely no ER rolls. Oh my god, is that me? Oh my god, is that me? Oh my god. Oh my wow, this build is so good. Look at that. Good crit stats. Crit rate could do a bit more work though. Wow. I But actually, is there even an Alyosha? Fuck, I can't use an Odette with a Sandrone Alyosha. Wrath from the Sky. It's Wrath from the Sky, yeah. Is it Wrath from the Sky or Wrath of the Sky? But it sounds like she's saying like Rat from the Sky. I don't know if you guys have seen the meme I edited, but no, not I edited. Someone made a meme where it's just an image of this rat, and they gave the rat 1,000 blazing suns. They give the rat 1,000 blazing suns, and then it would just be like rat from the sky. The breakthrough Bob's refound energy. That would be interesting though. I mean, any sort of energy thing would be nice for Yelan, but I guess that would be only better for Aqua owners, right? Because that means Aqua owners can probably afford to run less energy recharge, and they can run like HP sands to make the most out of the damage. In a sense, that does kind of work. Let's see. Okay, Barbara, I actually have to check the build. No faff, right? I think this is the faffless Barbara. Nah, I'm just gonna give it a faff. There you go. At least some energy recharge is better than nothing. Feel like I should go for more ER here. See if I can find energy recharge. That's the wrong. It should be this one. Ooh, 15 ER. All taken. No. I guess I'll use this. Why not? HP. See if I do HP ER. No piece. That's fine. Healing bonus. Oh. Better than nothing. I am gonna cross my fingers and I hope everybody else's build is good, but I have a lot of doubts. Random Tinari. Tinari is useless. I don't want to bring Tinari. C6 Sarah, please. Burden Sarah. Okay, very cool. Chongyun will exist and do stuff. I don't think I need to give him anything. Maybe is there a side grade sword I could use? Always nice to see side grade sword Chongyun. Then we can go for Kaya. If we try to make sure he can burst every rotation. Music over. Dude, installing that Firefox extension was so worth it. I don't have to go back and freaking unpause the fucking music again. Oh, that's so nice. That's so freaking nice. Energy. I remember when people used C6 Shenhe trying to make Zhongli a cryo DPS. You know, people still do that, you know? People actually do still do that. Pyke Lee is still a very viable team. Well, not to say viable, but it's not. It requires a very cracked build for you to make the most out of Pyke Lee. But there is this one guy, I forgot his channel name, but he's Omega based because he's done multiple Stygians where he runs Pyke Lee. And I can say that he is definitely built different. Absolutely built different. I don't know how he does it, but he just somehow does it. Fearless, by the way. Just casually see Pike Lee being there, just absolutely destroying stuff is just hilarious. Alright, so we're not going to be relying on Chevreau. Any units I need to care about? Mona feels like a character I should check. I will never trust the Mona. Consolation is not even turned on. Actually, no, that one doesn't matter as much. X-ray is not even turned on. Okay. Okay, Mona's just a Trailing Tales bot. You know, I'm not gonna bother to change it. Does that mean Beidou doesn't have the buff? Beidou without the Witch's Revelation buff is so ass though. Okay, Beidou does have the buff. I will have to give her a proper ER weapon though. 149. Electro Goblet. Let's give her some energy recharge, son. We really got none, huh? I'm sure we have some. We should have something. There's no freaking way we have nothing. I'll just take it from Toma. Crit. Ah, actually, roll crit. That's great. Hmm? I guess I could do this one. Yeah, you know what? We just don't want to max it out. At least it's 4 emblem, so it'll burst. Okay, who else? Official. Does have the buff. X-ray. Fading Twilight. That is a weapon I have not seen in ages. Should be fine though. Okay, never mind. The crit rate is not fine. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? There you go. It's a bit lackluster though. Onset? Onset. ER is better than nothing. That's a lot of attack percent. There's a few potential pieces. Let's see, what are we beating with? High attack percent. You know, sometimes you just don't have to think. That was definitely a piece of all time. Okay, this one I don't feel like we have to swap. 64, 143. Can I go for more crit rate? Hey, Dipto. What kind of build team do you even run for that to work? What are you talking about? Physical Zhongli sounds basis? Fuck yeah. Pike Lee was a very OG team. It existed a long time ago, but yeah, there's that. Oh, that's actually pretty good. So we are competing with 913 with 40 EM. You know, maybe you just have to go Zen mode for the roll shot. Maybe you just have to go Zen mode, because what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Alright, well, what is this official looking like? Oh yeah, that's 150 ER. Guys, do you guys think he'll burst? Actually, no, we have freaking fading, that's why. I think the official will burst. The official will definitely burst. You know, do you have a random attack double crit sense? No, that's your best one, okay. Just casually give a 40 CV to official. Okay, official's good. What about everyone else? Xingqiu doesn't matter too much as long as you have R5. Yeah, 200 ER. His damage doesn't care too much. No, we could technically give him 4 emblem though. I feel like we have a spare 4 emblem lying somewhere, right? No, actually, Xingqiu, I don't care about his damage. So, Yansan, you are looking at Cinders. I think your Yansan is decent. Well, that should be okay. No Polaris buff feels bad. No Hexarray. Okay. No. Okay, it's no all bait crit rate circlet. There is a crit rate circlet. Oh, but this piece is quite strong though. Even though I would still prefer crit rate circlet. ER sense, yep, I'm definitely the one to swap that. No other pieces, yeah, it's still work in progress. Ooh, oh, but this one's 20 ER though. Oh, that's kinda good though. I was gonna say you can roll double crit, but that ER is really something. Okay, what about Raiden? Raiden sucks. I can probably give her a crit rate circlet. See if we can find an off-piece crit rate circlet. At least make her do a bit of damage. Anything? Are they both? Oh, for a sec, I thought it was like the same freaking piece. Oh, it was high or something. I could just take that from freaking Charlotte. Okay, emblem. Mm, mm, nah, I feel like Raiden doesn't need that much investment though. That's kind of the thing. You know what? Let's just see. What are we competing with? Maybe Yolong can get better stats. Zhongli Fischl. It's I don't think they use Mika, I think. I don't remember. It's Zhongli Fischl, Rosaria, like a cryo unit for superconduct. It might be Rosaria. And I don't know the last slot. Oh, okay. Hey, why am I leveling this? I'm leveling the wrong piece. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Freaking leveled the wrong piece, the Mao. Z mode. Just go Z mode. It's just that easy, guys. It's not even my account. Once again, I'm begging the RNG gods, please give me that luck. Because what in the shit is this? And just casually roll 40 CV, you know? Just casually roll a 40 CV. Because why the fuck not? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually kind of salty right now. I'm actually very salty right now. It's engulfing Raiden some more. It's engulfing Raiden. Oh god. This Raiden can actually do something. Any more perfect piece? No, that's not quite perfect. It's not attack percent. No, you know what? I shouldn't roll this. I'm gonna hurt myself if I do that. 23, 21 with 13 attack percent. Yeah, you know, I shouldn't roll. I'm gonna hurt myself if this happens. I hate my luck. This is so cursed. This is so cursed. Okay, who else am I looking at? Ayaka. That's fine. Oh, Nouvellette. Oh, okay. C0 Nouvellette's got good crit stats. Okay, yeah. Nouvellette C1, right? Is it C1 or 0? C0 R1. Molani's okay. I think we're good actually. Are we good? We got a solid? Yeah, we got a solid. We can start. Wow, just how many 40 CV pieces did I roll for you? Like what the fuck? Why is there so many? Okay, let me reply. I forgot to reply to my friends now. Too busy yapping. How many 40 CV pieces did we roll? Did we roll like 3 to 4 40 CV pieces? One second. You won't have any reason. Just don't roll on other people's account. Not the problem. Here's the problem. The problem is if I don't do that, you bet your ass I'm going to be sitting here for the next 1 hour just to try to get the clear. Wishing like, why didn't I check the build? Why didn't I level up? Why is your Raiden on fucking HP circlet? Or something like that, you know? That happens that happens so often. I much rather spend half an hour fixing their account rather than giving myself that aneurysm. I like you know, like I'm not I don't I don't want to inflict that pain upon myself. I do not want to inflict the pain upon myself. I know that all too well. It happens way too many times that I lost track of how many happened, how many times the thing itself has happened. So no, we gotta just do it just to be safe. Absolutely, just to be safe. I don't want to repeat. I don't want to waste my time. Legitimately, one of my pet peeves in real life is actually just like I hate wasting time. Everything I do, like everything that I do in my freaking routine is just min-maxing everything. What time I wake up, what time I do breakfast, my dailies, what time I work, when I work out. I even have to try to adapt my schedule in case I have to go out and go buy groceries or something. Gotta min-max everything, bro. Trust. I feel like it's a waste to put Molani here though, but we do have Aino, so it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, right. I could use Yelan. Yelan, Aino. Aino's a bit of a waste, but we have Columina, so it's fine. That piece of official is insane. I know, right? Like no pun intended. But seriously though, it's not even fair. Just tell them which artifact to level up. No, you know they're not gonna do that. Look, like Like we've done theater helps for a very long time. You know, like I've done more than enough. I've logged into more than enough accounts to know what kind of person, like every single person, what kind of like player every account owner is, and it's like, yeah. Only I don't get any blessings because because you know how to play the game. You know how to play the game and you actually play the game compared to other people who maybe don't have a lot of time to spare, or they just come in and be like, yeah, that's cool. Like the best quote for me to take is actually no, the best account example is the Bayan. The Bayan is like, bro has millions of Mora, a shit ton of resources, a fuck ton of elixirs and dust, and like more than enough to build so many characters. And yet bro struggles with theater. Bro struggles with theater because he just doesn't really know where to go from there. And after we did the account review, I actually understand why. Bro has so many resources because he only has a handful of characters that are actually meta, and everyone else is just like super niche. It's like there's no point in building Beidou when bro doesn't even have a Sandrone or something like that. So like there's so many catch. There's so many things I had to say about the account, but at the end of the day, I just have to be like, okay, you do this, I put into the notepad, you read the damn notepad, and you figure the rest out yourself. I don't want to fucking babysit any more than I already have to. You gotta make a tier list of viewer accounts? Yeah, that would be great though. I have a guarantee for us, gonna save it for someone? Yeah, that's good. Oh, you reached that level already? Damn. Have to find a 5-liner? Yeah, you wanna get a 4-line. Generally, if you want to do any of your roles, I highly recommend using it on 4 lines because like if you use your guarantee on 3 lines, it's such a waste though. It's not very often that you get the guarantee, right? So there's that. Okay. Though granted, I did use it on my skirt, which was like a 3-line. But I wanted the circle to be good. I mean the stance to be good, so it doesn't matter. I wonder if I should save, maybe I should save the Yelan. I feel like Yelan will be a very valuable asset. Yeah, I can do something like this. I'll do Barbara there, and then we'll do that for later.
元気出してよ。
自由になれ周りを見て
星の言葉は呼びかけに応え。
Wow, the Molani is actually good. It's kind of crazy.
じゃあなさあみんなに挨拶
ミュージック。
I take that back. Molani, you suck. I was gonna use it on Sandrone, but the attack sense was only a 3-line. I crafted a new one that's a 4-line roll 4 times into crit damage. Yo, that's kind of cracked there. Even though I'm pretty sure you probably need crit rate more than the other. But at crit rate, you can slowly work towards that. If you run a team with triple cryo, then cryo rest should be a very easy thing to work with. Also, fuck, I hate Molani. I swipe for Molani, guys. You have to understand. I swipe for Molani. I have her triple crown. I have C0R1 and a top 4% burn melt Molani. And yet, she still misses her bite. Like, fuck me sideways, bro. Like, what the hell, man? It's so bad. Is the playlist over? No, it's just really quiet. Okay. Fuck me sideways. What the shit was that, man?
収集のつかない仕事じゃないといいが。
They did fix the targeting. Yeah, they fixed it a little bit, but I wish they actually made her targeting like homing, you know? Like, why can't we make it like her burst? Imagine if like you go against the Aeon Blight Drake, and then you get the mark, and then you do her bite, and then she flies midair to hit the fucking Drake. You know how goated Molani would be if they actually do that? I don't know. It's just. I feel like maybe there's some sort of restriction with the engine, but I don't think that's the case though. I think it's just a more hassle than what it's worth. I think that's the right term to use. I think for them it's more hassle than what it's worth, so they just can't be bothered. So it's just like it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Yeets the shark? Yeah, just fucking yeet the shark, man. I mean, technically, her burst is just yeeting her own, like, elemental, like, elementally generated shark. Oh, look at that. Oh, the flinch just deletes, man. Holy. Oh my god, the flinch just deletes. The difference between trial flinch and this is really something. Bro, I... Wait, this is a Jade Spear Flints, right? Jade Spear Flints, but Columbina's R1. You know, if you have R1 Columbina, you may as well just Omega invest and make her a proper DPS. Like, at that point, that should just be the objective. I'll give it a Mona. And I think we're gonna go for character if we can get it. No character? Alright, we're just gonna go into the Flints team. I remember her aiming the tail for some stupid reason. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's just some janky hitbox from Aeon Blight Drake. I don't think it's Morlani's fault. I remember when they tried to fix the targeting for Yae, because they wanted to make it so that it targets the character that you want, like Fischl with C6. But then they made it even worse when they released it. So they gave us, like, was it 100 primos? They gave us like compensation, 100 or 300 primos or something. Because they tried to fix the targeting and they fucked it up. And then it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Nah, we're just gonna let it be. We can't be bothered. We can't be ours to actually attempt to fix it. It's so funny. And Columbina, Luna DPS. The thing is, Columbina, right? If you pull for the wheelchair team, it's actually kind of worth it to make both your wheelchair team a strong DPS. Because since you don't really have a main DPS that you're investing into, you may as well just make your Binefa, your wheelchair team as strong as possible. Well, Barbara, my god. Barbara, my god. I always find it funny that Barbara's best value. Barbara is actually such a usable unit in theater because every Arcanum has some sort of stupid HP drain over time bullshit. And this time around, she's quite strong because your only other decent option is Sejuin. And expecting people to have Sejuin is a little bit selfish. a little bit of something that you shouldn't be expecting. Alright, so we don't have an Escoffier, but I think we can get by without it. So maybe we can prepare something like a Sandrone for later. Let's see. So we do have Alucino. And then we do have Morlani. I could find... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have the Mona team. So maybe I'll do some funny Morlani team. We can get 1 frozen buff. And then I'll get a 2nd frozen buff. We can just hyper invest to level 3 frozen and we should be good. We can use Morlani here for the vape. So that's great. I remember there being a problem and fixing completely fucked her Cetus, so it's a waste of money. If you pull that, yeah. Okay, Morlani, Raiden, and who else do I want to run? I just realized we don't have a lot of characters. Wait. Oh, we're gonna have to waste someone, aren't we? Ah, that sucks. I guess I'll have to use Yolan in this. I want to save the Alucino for later. I wonder if Yolan alone is already more than enough. Because she's just that strong. Yeah, go there. Who did he hit? Who did bro hit? Morlani burst is truly an ability.
裁きの雷
All right. Molani buff is just new targeting. Yeah, so some characters have like one of the best example is probably Klee, I would say, when they removed the need for you to play around her charge attack mechanic, and they made it so that hold on. They basically buff Klee in a way that you don't really have to try to play around her. What's the fucking walk cancel machine gun Klee tech in order to play in the most optimal way possible. And the fact they just made her into a put Hexarray team and do a brain dead normal attack spam is actually quite nice. Because I think for the longest time, oh nice. For the longest time, Lee was not the strongest. And if you want to play around her, she's just really damn clunky. So it feels really bad to play her. It generally it feels kind of bad to just play her. So I'm glad that I should have run the other team. So I'm actually kind of glad that the Hexray buff made her and bring them back to the meta. Granted, you still need Durin. And I think I tested Klee Overloaded was still 80k plus or something like that. But granted, my Klee doesn't have a proper Rising Wind set and I don't have Lost Prayers. If I ever do get Lost Prayers, I'm going to 100% give it to Klee. That's not even like negotiable. Also, I don't have a healer. Where's my Charlotte? Barbara's already gone. Ay, ay, ay. Machine gun was fun. Yeah, it was annoying. It was a fun playstyle, but it was definitely one of the more annoying things to deal with.
捕まえたリトル工作
これ風邪ひくなよお前
Yo, that's a C6 KR right there. Every time I see a C6 KR, it puts a bit of a smile. It gives me a bit of a smile. Why? Well, simple. Because C6 KR actually makes his burst last more than like 8 seconds. When it lasts more than 8 seconds, it just feels so good. I should have pressed the other button.
これ風邪ひくなよ
This is C6 now. It's C. Oh yeah, it's not 4. Yeah, I think I'm just delusional. I'm definitely just delusional. But I guess deep down I was expecting like someone to have C6 KO. You know what they should buff? The standard character should be buffed. Legit. The standard 4 stars. Imagine if they buff Lisa, Amber, and Kea. Like Kea becomes a viable off-field cryo DPS. You know what'd be funny? Imagine if they made Kea versus like, okay, you get the glacial waltz, right? You get the AoE. Imagine if it's like every time the thing hits, no, every time you hit the enemy, he spawns a random icicle and it just fucking homes in on the enemies that you're attacking. More cryo application. Because we need to beat Granny. Granny's too strong, boys. Boys, Granny too strong. We gotta do something about it. Okay, do I have a healer here? That's not a healer. That is also not a healer. I can't refresh. My best bet is to grab a superconduct buff, and we hope the next iteration is cryo. Okay, you know what? No, I can't grab this because Skirk's gonna be gone. Ah, that's annoying. I'll save it for later. We should be fine. Lisa would already be better with off-field uptime was existent. Yeah, I mean, a lot of both Kea and Lisa is missing range. Kea is missing duration. If they can address the issue with Lisa with her energy issues, with energy and range, and then Kea is just mostly duration, then it'll be good. Because I think both of them, I don't remember if Lisa has a sense of energy recharge, but I'm pretty sure Kea does a sense of energy recharge. Alright, time to use my strongest characters. Except I'm not going to use Furina because I can save that for Nivillette. Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
あの実力とくと見よ
こいつはどうだすまんすまん
これが運命です運命この手に
We're still hitting 100k without Furina, holy.
生涯をかけたし
運命にかかれ
風邪ひくなよ
終わりです
We're still hitting 100k even without Farina. Also, I didn't know her charge attack homes in like that. What the hell, Skirk? I don't like my favorite things about both Skirk and what's her name called again? My favorite thing about both Skirk and not Farina, Alakino, is the fact that their normal attack not only has a very good range to not make them purely single target, but also just the fact that whenever you do the normal attack, it attempts to home in on the nearest enemy. And that to me, that's such a beautiful thing. It's like it's so nice that you don't actually have to walk for the enemy. This is just my freaking trauma speaking from playing freaking Hu Tao, even with C1. Every time I kill one wave of enemy, and then the next enemy spawns like on the other side of the fucking arena, and I have to like spam 2 to 3 charge attacks just to get to the guy, which means I just wasted time in that regard. It's so annoying. But at least we have options. Also Sandrone, right? We do need an off-field Electro though. And then I can get one more. We can grab official or Yansan. I'll grab official. We can do... How many superconduct buffs do we have? We have 1 superconduct. That should be more than enough, but I think I'm just gonna play it safe and I'll use Alukino here. I'll use this Alukino team and we can prepare maybe a Sandrone team later. I have his E6 and Lisa, yeah. Yeah, I was kind of blind. I thought the KO was C6 because it lasted a little bit longer than I imagined it to be, but I guess my sense of time was a bit screwed. Okay, so we can save the Raiden because I want the character to be able to break the thing. Oh, maybe we don't even break the Raiden. I guess I could use Raiden because Beidou's kind of cringe to use. I can do this, and we could make that work. No, this one's fast, so we'll do something like that. Oh my god, my ping's back to 200. Yeah, that was an easy clear. My cat's making noises for some reason. Alright, let me think. Yeah, we can do the Yuna. So we need the level 2 superconduct buffs. We can technically use Sandrone for the last boss. So maybe we can find some way to get Nuvilette or something. Yeah, we could probably do that. So I'll get... maybe Silali here. And we can... Ooh, Def! Oh, that's nice. Oh, I guess I used Nuvilette for the last one because C0 1. Ooh! Def! That's a very good one. So let's do you, and you. Oh, this is gonna be the annoying one, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is the annoying one. It's gonna be the Beidou one. Nice! I got hit by something. I don't know what that is though. Oh my god, guys! How good is this Sandrone, guys? Definitely not my Sandrone, trust. Definitely not my Sandrone. Wow, guys, this Sandrone is pretty good, huh? Oh, I love shielding my own characters. That. This ping is really throwing me off. Wow, guys, that's a pretty strong Sandrone. Okay, that's enough of that. Alright, so we have Ayaka and Nuvilette. I could technically do some sort of like... maybe I can try to get Nuvilette. And then see what we get. Oh, I could get Ayaka though. Yeah, I could get Ayaka. Oh, we do need a Singchu though. Self-glaze? I mean, I don't know, man. It just feels nice when I actually invite one of the characters that I care One random character joins, so. Heya is kind of half. It is what it is. Definitely not. Yeah, no. What do you mean, guys? Doesn't look like my son, Drone. What are you guys talking about? It's not my son, Drone. What do you mean? All right, so if I do that, I can delay the other thing. Oh, I just realized Chi can heal. Ah, fuck, I pressed wrong button. Thanks, Diona. You're so useful right now.
くだらない演算開始
Wow, guys, 1.6 million. Wow, this Sandura is so good, guys.
一休みしたんわ
You can still trigger Stellar Contact. Wow, guys, 1.6 million. Okay, that's enough moving around. All right, so we have Neuvillette. So all we need to do is grab the final frozen buff. I'm not sure if I even care about characters. We still do need a healer, though. What's a competent? Rosaria's already gone, huh? And I don't think we have any other Electro characters aside from Yansan. Oh, we still have Fischl, so it could work with that. Yeah, kind of cringe though. Oh, we do have Rosaria. Okay, so we'll get Yansan just to be safe. And we'll get the buff later. I'm hearing my friend ranting about how bad Stariel is for, and I'm complaining about the Miliastra gacha skin. I mean, at least Miliastra is just a skin, right? So you don't even have to think too much about it. At least Miliastra is just a skin. Cries and collapses. Oh yeah, right, Furina. Is that sack? Oh, the one time I actually won sack. That's crazy. Will Neuvillette actually kill the enemies this time? Kind of. Hello? His damage is a bit more underwhelming than I expected. I'm kind of worried for the last one. I'm hoping the freaking last buff would buff it. Because I think the previous run we had C1 Neuvillette, C1 R1. And even that barely cleared because I'm trying to battle against the ping. So that's going to be a bit annoying. Unless I do a random Ayaka jump scare. That's something we can work with. Great. I'm just going to have to cross my fingers to get the frozen buff. Okay, yeah, we're rewinding. Wow. I love RNG. Let's do it again, guys. Everyone complaining about Startle at the moment. I mean, it's pretty bad. We literally had this. I'm sure you heard the discussion just now, but it is pretty bad right now. Alright, so we got that. And then I guess I don't really need to care about a character right now. Let's do that again. Well, worst case, we do have the Alucino, though I don't think Alucino is going to be better than a Omega buff Neuvillette, though. Fucking pigment. You save up. I forgot mod is an option. Can you exchange it for VIP? Yeah, we can work with that later. Just remind me. I should have gotten Yansan. What am I doing? Damn it, why am I so stupid? 20 flowers, that's barely a refund. Let's get the Yansan first. And I'll get one electric charge buff. I mean, technically, you could just be a mod though. Like, you can just be a mod in name. You don't like you can just be a mod in name. And be like, wow, it is I, the random mod in name. Like literally everybody else. I'll just work on that. Like to be honest, there's not really too much need of a moderation, but there have been bad actors in the past, so there were some issues in that regard. It was a little bit annoying, I will admit. But it is what it is. Okay, can I not lag? We are gonna be fighting ping here, so
絶妙よけ
綺麗なさい大松となるがいい
only 60k. Oh, I will still get the burst anyways, so I guess that's fine. Fucking charge attack didn't go through. Oh my god, it's so. Update EGQ every time I won't forget. Nah, I mean, I actually don't know because that one requires stream elements. I'm not even sure if you can update it over on Twitch side though. I'm not sure.
さあ働き
許さないパーディクト私は探す
I think it's gonna be quite close though.
光り輝くがいい手加減なしよ
大松となるがいい
Yeah, it's gonna be quite close.
褒美を垂れろ
Let me see if I can funnel her own energy. Ooh, what? Oh fuck, he's not moving. But that's fine.
遠くを叩い
That's fine. That's fine. I was like, why is he not moving?
許さない
I'm trying to fight against a ping. That's so annoying.
私は探す
Ah, yeah, we got it. Oh, we fought against 400 ping. And I'm in Asia, by the way. There you go. I didn't take too long. 30 minutes is actually quite fast. Who would have thought that changing builds and making some characters super crack would be great? Wow. You have so much elixirs. It's kind of crazy, though. Will you do the Abyss? No, I already did the Abyss. I did the Abyss before I did the theater. I guess you missed that, right? Wow, guys. Oh my god, that Sandrone is so strong. 1.6 million, guys. I wonder who Sandrone that is. Not using them as a waste? Yeah. Well, but the way I don't think we're gonna get, and I don't think I'll be doing any sort of giveaway for the rest of the year. But maybe the start of next year. I think what I might be doing is we'll save it for like special events. So maybe if you want to redeem any sort of tickets, maybe I might even open like a entry for a Battle Pass ticket. Maybe like during, let's say, anniversary, right? When maybe not this anniversary, but maybe during Chinese New Year, during Lantern Ride, maybe we'll try to do a massive giveaway just based on all the roles here. Of course, YouTube Frogs is a bit excluded. So YouTube Frogs, if you want to get that, just pop over to Twitch just to make it fair. Because it wouldn't be fair if someone who didn't pay a single point and didn't watch the stream would get it. Definitely not mine. Yeah, not mine. What do you mean, guys? There was an R1 Sandrone. It had 150 ER, man. I've never seen another Sandrone aside from mine with 150 ER. No, but legit, bro. Like, it's so hard to see. At least from all the supporting cards that I've tried to grab, a lot of Sandrones barely have more than like 110 ER. If they have 120 ER, that's already a pass for me. If he has 130 ER, that's a good Sandrone. That's without a doubt. I don't care about what your crit damage is. If you have enough ER to burst every rotation, your Sandrone is really good. All right. Oh wow, you have Wheel of Fortune. Oh. Wait, this is actually two of the best freaking Arcanums. Yeah, just confirm that you want Death, and I mean, let's not pretend that you're going for the Wheel of Fortune. You're lying to yourself if you want Wheel of Fortune. I got a friend who just go and make everyone he trusts a mod in his stream. Yeah, you see, the issue is finding someone you trust. That's the catch. It's not like we haven't had mods before. It's just that I think I made Meep was a mod, but only a mod in honorary name. Before that, we had another fellow streamer and a guy who was like almost one generation older than me. and he helped set up quite a few of the filtering for the stream. Quite a few bit of the filtering for the stream. So he was just a mod there, and then he just went off to do his own thing. And there's everybody else. I've been here for 5 years now. Well, the thing is, I think right now we just don't have a reason to give mod, right? And the thing is, I could give moderator, but since it is a point system, then it's better to just make it like a redeem thing. Like, I'm gonna be honest, after the incident that happened with a previous individual, only OGs would remember what happened. After an incident with that whole shenanigan, like that whole arc of trusting a stranger, is like I have massive trust issues. And it's not like the thing that they did was any better than what I could already do. It was a disaster. It was a disaster. That will be the first and the last time I entrust someone my fucking YouTube channel. Holy. Oh, you went to YouTube. Yeah, I'll confirm it. There you go. Absolute disaster. This is why I have trust issues. If I could, if I like the way I see it is like this. Unless it's something that someone else can do better, much better than me, I'm the kind of person that likes to DIY. Like, my whole table is DIY. My setup is DIY to this extent. A lot of the things that I do and any systems that I create is everything I've done myself. It doesn't really help that in my own IRL situation, it's quite hard to expect someone. I feel like it's like a commodity to expect someone to be competent at doing their job. So I just have this kind of mindset where if there is something that needs to be done and nobody is doing it, I'll just do it myself. So that it does get a bit stressful at times, but at least I know if I fuck up, it's me. If someone else fucks up, and it's my fault for trusting them. You know, that's just that. I just after that incident, especially that whole thing with the pseudo manager thing that I had a while back, then I just can't trust it. I just can't trust anyone else into getting the job done unless they get paid to do that. So granted, I work for the government for a bit, so even if they get paid to do that, not every single worker is the most competent. So, a bit of trust issues, Levin. Fuck shit up so badly, he dips. Yep, I remember that. I was touched with the things that they said, and then things didn't go well, and every time I said, "Hey, let's go have a conversation about life. If you don't feel like comfortable sharing about stuff, maybe you can be a part of the conversation." But no. Let's go play some dead fucking game that streamers played 6 months ago. That would be a great idea. Let's turn the YouTube channel, which is centered around making Genshin endgame guides, into a fucking shitpost channel. That sounds like a great idea. No, it's not that I got honey trapped. It's just bro was incompetent. Like, like I said, like I've interacted with a lot of people, whether it's from online, digitally, or physically. When you interact with people long enough, you get a rough idea of what kind of person they are, whether like even through a screen or just in real life. And from there, it's just like, this is why I have trust issues just in general. Like, I only trust people to a certain degree, but there's only a handful of people that I know, like I know that they can get shit done and they won't betray me or something like that. Discord servers 1944, yeah. I should have just saved for end stream. End stream. No, I would love for you to end the stream so I can just disappear. Although, to be fair, I'm trying to think of like what other benefits that we can do for the points. Also, I will say this, right? Since the ticketing system, a lot of people are going to be going for Welkins. So the more tickets you have, the more likely that you are to win Welkins. But there's also another thing I will say. That ticket will not stack with maybe when I implement it, with the Battle Pass ticket. So, what am I trying to imply? If you're the only person who redeems the Battle Pass ticket, you are just going to get it for free. So that I'll just preface that out there. When I do have time, hopefully I can try to get it set up by this weekend, because the giveaway, you guys can farm points until when Chinese New Year comes around. Hopefully with good news that we're getting leeway buffs. So when we do the massive giveaways, I need to calculate how much I can give away and how far I'm able to go based on how much I got. So yeah, there's that. Let me manage your content. I recommend playing Star Rail and Zenless. Joke's on you, I'm already playing Zenless. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'm Zenless, I like, doesn't seem to be like that bad. I mean, the thing is, Star Rail is such a train wreck that Zenless is just kind of there. Also, before I forget, let me update the list real quick. So give me a moment. Welkins died for the Welkins ticket. It's not that it died. I realized I was being too kind. Every other creator, you have to understand, like, if you go to any other Genshin creators, all their giveaways don't require a ticketing system, but it's completely RNG and you have to compete with hundreds and thousands of other people. I like after some time looking at the system I made, I realized I'm too fucking generous. I appreciate you guys watching the stream every time, but like fuck me, my wallet, man. Like Angel just coming here, but like, hey, hello, Mr. Streamer, can you let me know if you redeem? Thank you. Fucking casually 5 Welkins in one day. Oh. There's a BP ticket, not yet. I'm gonna set up maybe like hopefully maybe tomorrow or Sunday before I start my masters. But that is something I'll work on. Why? Let me see why. Monsieur Y YouTube, I'm just gonna call you that. If you're in the YouTube chat, please let me know. Otherwise, I think we're just gonna go do some overworld exploration and whatnot. Oh, Cyrus, have I done your? I've already done your theater. Okay, that's cool. I've already done your. Is it Stygian? I think your Stygian is the only one I haven't. No, I've already done your Stygian. Yeah, I've done your Stygian, but your Stygian's only good enough for menacing. Right, I forgot about that. Okay, so let me update the stats real quick. So Dipta's already done. Nick is still MIA, so there's that. Y doesn't seem to be here. I guess we're just gonna go back to my own account then. And I need to remember to claim the freaking points, otherwise I'm gonna confuse them. Yeah. Okay, I'll settle the mod stuff maybe before I sleep later. Because I'll be going out tomorrow. Ivis, I already done Ivis. I've done the first one. Avi's MIA, and your theater's already done. Nick is still MIA. Aura, you redeem early for the September theater. I actually don't remember what the September theater is gonna be. Yes, yeah, like I said, when I set up the thing I did was it took me some time to figure out what to do with all the channel points for Twitch, but I thought that it was a nice kind of like grinding system, you know? Like you guys watch my stream, you stack up points, you get free Welkins. That was a nice 2 to 3 months. Anyone who has benefited from that, hopefully you enjoy your Welkins because now it's just gonna be on a giveaway basis. Because like I said, when I look at all the other creators, I realize that they only give they rarely do any sort of giveaways. And I realized that I'm just kind of giving a lot of shit for free. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed reaction, but the problem is I'm not a big enough streamer to be able to stream every day and make a lot of money out of it. I think maybe in the long run, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. But if I somehow make enough money from both YouTube and Twitch, then I can probably do a full-time content creator. I can be a full-time content creator, then I can actually start streaming more often. And if I earn enough money, I can probably use some of that earnings to go hire a proper editor, so I don't have to edit my own videos. Even though I probably have to spend some time working on my own stuff, so that's gonna be annoying. I was here my 100k points the other day. Who is the Celestial Gift Artifacts good on? Okay, let me see if I can try to filter that. A Celestial Gift X-ray. Is there a X-ray filter? I don't think there's a X-ray filter, right? Mona? Just make sure you have 300 yard or something. And honestly, any X-ray support, but Mona is the most notable one. There are certain situations where the fuck is that character? There are certain situations you could probably run in on either Fischl or Durin. Though I can't really advise too strongly against this because I simply don't have the information on how much better it is to run a gift set. And it doesn't help that I don't actually have a strong gift set. Like, this is fucking ass. I hate the game for that. And I'm kind of just sick of farming. So I'm just leveling up talents and a bunch of characters. I want to continue my plan of bringing up all my characters to level 90, which I'll try to max out the talents for Odette, Alyosha, and Traveler. Now I'll try to bring Alyosha to level 90. Then I can start. Since there's rumors that 7.2 is going to have Zibai and Adea, there's a very high likelihood that once that one is confirmed with the endgame leaks, I will be skipping both Vodyanisa and Vesna. So that means I have a lot of time to just farm, bring some of these characters to level 90, and then maybe level up some weapons. Which I should probably max on Mizuki's weapon. I keep forgetting about that. Enchantment of both Yai and Traveler, yes. Yai can work with Gilded Dreams. The thing is, I changed your build. Your Yai build right now is very good. Shadow is strong, but it's gonna take a while for you to farm to reach an artifact quality that your Gilded Dreams build has right now, which I did the theater, so I know your Yai is insanely fucking cracked with those stats. So I would highly recommend just putting Shadow on Traveler instead, and just leave your Yai on Gilded. 7.1 is an easy skip. 7.2 Preach, I get both Minya and Linnea. I'm gonna go for Linnea Zibai. That's not negotiable. If I get both of those units, oh man. If I get both of those units, they'll be like, yeah, I have all of Not Cry. I can finally talk about Zibai and remind people why Flint hasn't gotten shield in 3 years. Flint is just winning. Oh, hi Dash. X-Ray has a book gadget and their list of candidates. Oh yeah, you're right. I could do that. But there's not really that many options though. All those points was holded from Doom DS. Dude, variety. Remember when I still did variety, guys? Oh yeah, Sucrose. Sucrose is not really that optimal because Sucrose is much better you run something like Trading Tales with VV. Yeah, Trading Tales with VV, because oftentimes if you run Sucrose in that team, very, very likely you're running a team that really likes the Resh Red. Like we talk about Flint's Lunar Charge, Arlecchino Hexarray, Molani Vape, and Sucrose you often pair together with either Fischl or Molani. So also very likely that your second slot is going to be a support, which is very likely running the gift set. So you could technically use it on gifts, but Sucrose you just keep it on the standard, the old build, the old VV Trailing Tails build. Those days, yeah, those were the days. I remember playing Doom. You know that feeling where it's like when you do something for the first time and it is the best experience you've had. But unfortunately, once you're done, you cannot go back because even if you try to re-experience that again, nothing ever beats the first time. That's me with Doom. Dark Souls was fun in its own way. That's the same thing for me because I'm the kind of person that plays single player games where I play them, I finish them, and I don't look back. Doom and Dark Souls was that for me. Those were the good days though. I feel like playing Doom now would be so fucking fun. I don't know if my PC back then was a Pega, I think, and I upgraded it to the current one that I have. Yeah, those were the days. I actually enjoyed those days too. Maybe one day, maybe one day if I'm really damn free, which I don't think that's gonna happen. Maybe one day I'll go back to the Elden Ring DLC or something. Because I know my Dark Souls friend actually got Night Rain, and he's been playing that by quite a bit. So, but the problem is Night Rain is not really like a one-time kind of thing. It's more of like a co-op single-player experience, which is fun in its own way, but yeah. Play Zenless, it won't end. Even if I were to play Zenless, I would rather play it off stream though, right? There are some games that I would just much rather not play. I mean, Zenless actually is pretty decent as a stream game. Except I don't know what the fuck is going on. The noises. Did you play the new one? Was there? Oh, you no. Yes. Let's play another gacha, guys. Let's play No Dust Call. You guys know No Dust Call? The Hoyoverse Dark Souls Monster Hunter hybrid thing. I play everything off stream. Yeah, yeah. That's what normal people do, of course. Or the Dark Ages. The thing is, I asked my friend, he also played all the Doom series, including the OG Dooms. He said that the Dark Ages is not a bad game, but it feels like a departure for the previous two Dooms. 2016 focuses mostly on casual pace, but super high fidelity and aesthetics, and I fucking love it. It's brutal, it's gory, and it's great. What's the next one after that? Eternal, which I've played both DLCs, focuses more on the arcade, fast-paced dopamine rush, and I also enjoyed that part. It wasn't easy, but it was challenging and fun in its own way. The Dark Ages is more towards the defensive parry kind of style, which some people say that you can still play the aggressive Eternal style, but I don't know. I'll see. Maybe I should add it to my wish list and then wait for it to go on sale or something. It's polarized, yeah, that's a thing. It definitely doesn't. It's a departure from your standard Doom play style. It's not necessarily bad, but it's just different. Let me drink some water. Yeah, one day. Linnea's crack for mining, yes. What do you think? I'm okay if not getting Zibai, but Linnea is non-negotiable. Once I have time to go mine rocks again, Linnea is gonna be the goat. You have to notch up to increase range power, traveling downhill to speed up. So like physics. Also, no, the events usually get released on Friday though. There's also friction. If it's too hot to force to cool down, go into neutral. Okay. That's a wall of text. Holy. Is there you can see friends record? Who is that? Who is that? Oh, look, Nico. Well, okay. I guess we'll play. Linnea is great. The event is so goofy. Well, I'm about to find out. I want to finish it today because tomorrow, once I wake up, I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna be going out to go look for some accessories for tablet. Hopefully, I can find them though. Range mining from the top of the cliff, yeah, but I think there's a range limit, right? Is that like a gear thing? Okay. So the temperature's no longer cold. Aha. It overheated. It okay. Wait, this is so funny. Damn, bro. Train sim B looking a bit different. Can you go off it? I don't think so. Because you can't control the maneuverability. You can only control the speed. Whee! Zoomies. There's a bar that controls the resistance, right? Does the temperature? Does it show when the temperature overheats? Doesn't seem to though. Yeah, I thought this was like a regular car mechanic or something. Why is this so weird? Oh, the temperature goes up whenever you change the gear? I love me them Thomas the Tank Engine simulator. Wait, Train Sim has Thomas the Tank Engine? That's hilarious. Can I change the direction? What's happening? Are we out of the area already? I think we are, right? Yeah, we are. Let's go! Zoom zoom! Sometimes you get Fortnite. Again, Genshin tries to be a lot of things. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I wish it was a lot of these things are permanent. But I guess, to be fair, they released the UGC stuff, right? So we don't have to try too hard. Oh, it overheated. I feel like overeating doesn't really have that much of a consequence though. I can't believe it's been 200 seconds. Holy. Yes. Hello chat, welcome to the stream. We are playing Train Sim in Genshin Impact. We are on the road to Shashnaya right now, controlling the speed. Hopefully you guys are having a great time as we traverse around the ever so wintry nation of Orosia. Don't forget to grab your vodkas and keep yourself warm. And we'll be arriving in our destination. Like, is that how do trains like do announcement? Doom 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 doom. Rah, 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 rah. Oh, just perfect. It's like you guys know that I've seen a few memes where it's like what's the word for it? Where it's a meme where like you guys know how the speakers for freaking what's that thing called? The speakers for airports are really ass. So what people would do is there'd just be videos of people mimicking the thing. And what they would do is they would grab someone who would be on like a media, right? Oh. Close enough. I was about to run past the stop now. I was about to run past the stop. That's so jank. That's so jank. I love it. Is there anything new? No. There's a whistle sign. Press the whistle when you get close to whistle time. Activating this will earn you extra points. Overheat is minus 200 points. I see. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Okay, so the meme was like, you guys know how airport speakers have the worst fucking quality, and the announcement speakers they use are like the size of your desktop speakers? So there would be these videos that I see on Facebook where they'll be playing the electric piano with the freaking bell sound. Dun, 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 dun. And then there's a second guy, and then they would speak through this drum, right? You guys know how like drums, like snare drums are like empty, and that's how it propels the sound, right? You hit the top, and then the sound, it pushes the air that goes out the bottom. So they would put their head inside the drums, and they would like say stuff. And because of the way it's designed, you would hear the same exact thing that you will hear in freaking airport freaking speakers. It's like I love shit quality airport announcements. My favorite. Sometimes you get phone and Genshin, sometimes you get train sim, even if it's all good. I appreciate that they try different stuff. The one thing that I don't like is that the fact that we don't get more of these permanent stuff, you know? What's happening? Oh, I was wondering why it wasn't starting. Next major patch, you're gonna make the train fly. Can we redo this even entirely of Teyvat True and Real? Himeko, what are you doing in Genshin Impact? Dude, imagine if you control the train from the actual room. Like you have to press the buttons and you have to walk around. There you go. Ah. Oh, so it does overheat. Okay. So I can't just go zoomy, so it's fine. Himeko meets Maoika. And the funny thing is, like, I actually know the story from Rem, I think, about the, what do you call it again? How the Himeko that we know now isn't even like the real Himeko, because the actual Himeko is the actual Himeko is like, what's the word for it? You know, it's canon for Honkai for Himekos to not be alive. You know, my favorite. Yeah. No, I'm talking about Star Rail. Okay, so we're about to go to the slow zone. So should be good. Beep beep. Beep beep. But yeah, I mean, Star Rail lore players will understand that. And supposedly, according to what Rem said, the current writer for Star Rail is... The current writer for the Star Rail story is Shang-Chi, I think that's his name. And he's the guy who wrote the same guy who wrote who was a part of the story for, what's that thing called again? What's the game called again? Honkai 3rd. And he likes his wall of text. He really loves the wall of text. I've played Honkai 3rd. The nice thing about Honkai 3rd is that, what's the word for that thing? You can skip that part of the lore. You can skip that part of the lore, which is really nice. But yeah. You can skip the entirety of the yap and you won't be missing too much because the animations usually tell most of the story. I know. No, Genshin. I think Star Rail has something similar to that. I'm not sure. It's a real station in London. I mean, that's a normal day in the UK, right? Like, what was it again? Fucking Cockermouth. Isn't there a place in freaking... Is it UK or Wales? Cockermouth, or like some funny ass name or something. I don't remember. The names of the towns in the UK or like EU. I mean, mostly the UK is just fucking hilarious, man. Yeah. Yeah, the word dick is actually just the name of a guy. It's not even like referring to the dick, that dick. It's in England, yeah. Oh, my favorite place, fucking Cockermouth. As expected of the nation where you can pronounce the word water to something else. My favorite. Okay, let's increase the thing. So go 1 more minute, so we should be good. Fuck. We didn't quite meet the stop sign. He's fine. We're good. Richard is a long version, damn. Oh, mate, you got a license to make that joke. My favorite meme about Britain is like there's this video. I think it was a shanking. What was it again? It was this skit, right? And we got one guy who's like, oi blood, give me your money. No, fuck you. Screw you. And then he gets fucking shanked. And then it's like, oh, officer, help me. He just shanked me. And then the officer, like, wearing that ridiculous hat that they have in the UK from back in the picking 1600s, we're like, oi, mate, oi, you got a fucking license, you got a license to shank. I said, oh yeah, here it is. And then the officer checks the license. Oi, oi, go on. And then he just fucking walks away, and the guy just continues to shank the other guy. I just like the idea of a fucking shanking license. Welsh, yeah, Welsh is Welsh may be a part of the England, but it's not exactly the same thing, I think. Okay, so what's this? Oh, gun gameplay. There was some machete fight in UK. Don't know when it happened though. It sounds hilarious though. Oh, why is it so hot? Oh, I need to turn on the AC in my room later. Okay, let's do the gun gameplay. Welsh is something else entirely. There's a recipe called Welsh Elfsler. I mean, isn't there a Welsh town, the infamous Landfather ping me la la something go 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 or some shit? And apparently, because I remember when I used to watch Trash Taste, so Connor, like, they talked a lot about it because Connor is Welsh, a Sea Dog VA, Connor Dog, and I remember, and according to him, apparently that town is actually just a combination of all the different, I think, landmarks or the different things in town. It's like if you were to take the town hall, the police station, and all these different, like the first, what's it called? It's not synonym. The first syllable of each notable building in town, and you turn that into one full name. That's basically what it is, supposedly. So that's why it sounds ridiculous, because it's actually the syllabus in Welsh of all these different. Not even in Welsh. I'm not even sure if it's in Welsh. I think it's in Welsh of all these different things combined into one thing, and it turned out to the name of the town. Yeah, it was damn funny. Right, like the famous clip is the random guy, the guy who made a weather report for Wales, and he just casually says it like it was like a normal Tuesday. You can tell bro has been practicing for a while, man. St. Mary's Church, yeah. Basically, if you take all the notable landmarks and you take all the syllables and put it into one thing. Oh, is this a gunplay? I think I'm just gonna shoot, right? I guess we just shoot. Oh, my favorite town, Cockermouth. I don't know. I remember when I watched the videos of just like freaking Chris Broad and just Connor talking about it, and they were just browsing Google Maps. They were looking at different towns in the EU, in Wales and the UK, and they look at the names and just stop. They were like drinking beer and just getting drunk. They were just losing their mind. Oh yes, mate. Have you been to fucking Cockermouth? Assault rifle can be unleashed for the whatever. Just aim better. Normal is physical. After the accessory turns into prior damage. Normal attack. Blah blah blah. I mean, we already know this, right? Are we shooting normally? Like, what are we doing? You know, for playing an FPS in Genshin sure is something. Are those good or bad? Are we supposed to shoot that? I guess we are. I thought those were like civilians or something. I thought those were civilians. I'm like, are we supposed to shoot that? Now this is gameplay I can vibe. Man, I remember when I used to play FPS chat. Those were the days. Those were the days. I know I can use the railgun, but I'm too lazy. Those were the days. Did you know I used to try to go professional in fucking Overwatch? Those were memorable times. Are we done yet? How do I swap back? Play Genshin on mobile, this is the worst thing ever. Yeah, mobile needs some sort of like auto aim or something, because I know console has some form of auto aim, but not mobile though. And you know it's even worse if you have a phone like mine that's a fucking potato. That dude, like I'm not even kidding. Playing Genshin on my mobile is literally like 20 frames and stutter every like 2 seconds. It's so ass. Life is so much more chill. Yeah, I like I like FPS games, just not PvP though. I've spent a good chunk of my years playing a lot of live service games and FPS, mostly live service games and a handful of single player games. There's a reason why I stopped playing PvP. As someone who is slowly approaching who is approaching their 30s, life you'll eventually get to a point where life is so much more relaxing when you just go off and play Stardew Valley. I don't play Stardew Valley, so I cannot say anything about it. But yeah. But of course, out of all farming games, Stardew Valley is a bit of an anomaly because, like I'll quote my brother when I was hanging out with him and his friends. Waking up early to do a 9 to 5, going back from a 9 to 5 to do another 9 to 5, but in Stardew Valley. Somebody's got to host a server. The season is changing. Hey man, the farm ain't gonna grow itself. You should play Dolog Town. How's that going, by the way? Because for context, Rem here got a farming game, like an indie farming game or something. Farming game is something that they're not bad, but after the things, I don't know if I've explained this before, but if you guys heard of Planet Crafter, it's basically a terraforming game. You are a criminal. You get your life sentence is terraforming a planet. You get sent to a desolate planet that's not habitable, and you gotta work towards improving the planet's atmosphere to make it breathable, and then you can get like different endings. I got this game on sale with my other friend, my soul's board game friend. I know addiction when I see one. Rem can attest to this. We've chatted before, like all three of us together. We got that game. If I'm not making videos and if I'm not streaming, I'm playing Planet Crafter. And when he's done with work, I'm like, hey man, you want to play Planet Crafter? Yeah, sure. And we would play from like 7 p.m. to like midnight every day. We terraform so many planets that I think the reason why we stopped is because whenever you're done with a certain planet, you can also get a DLC. You can go to another planet with different mechanics. But the issue is that you can bring a limited number of items over from your current planet to the other one. And you can also set up a system where you can send a rocket to grab resources from your other planets. And once we establish that system, it just gets so easy to terraform the planet because you can basically carry over your progression and all your tools from another place that you've already done. And then it just accelerates the whole process. So that's why I stopped for the most part. But I know addiction when I see one. Uh I don't think I have the I don't think I'm in a position where I feel like I want to commit. I want to put myself in a rabbit hole of playing another game. I had to look up Weatherman pronouncing and find a video of it exactly being said. Yeah. I'm literally playing it right now, I see. It's like playing American Truck Sim, yeah. Life is more chill without PvP. I don't mind PvE. Yeah, PvE. I enjoy Doom, although Doom is not necessarily chill though. Can I just shoot the thing normally? I can.
リロード
I don't even hear the sound of my freaking gun because my volume's so low. Hmm. Oh, we have infinite ammo. Oh, we're in a flow state thing. Technically, I could just use this though. Is this homing? There's a special zapping mode, right?
力を上げよ
How does it work? Ah, okay. I haven't used this gun in the regular mode, so I don't know.
う出力を上げよう弾切れだ
Okay, yeah, this sucks. Let me just aim with a normal gun. I love reloading and it just reloads everything.
リロード
So this one I can spam. Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Okay, it's done. Imagine Genshin's future goes into that route that technically terraforms Teyvat. Now the thing is, I always feel like Teyvat is such a small planet, don't you guys think? Even though we've been to the moon and we've seen the size of the place, it doesn't feel like... Is that a fucking horn? Yes. My favorite weapon ascension material. Hoot hoot. What's this? Fucking wine bottle. Oh man. About to get sips of fucking vodka and this one being drunk in the middle of the cold, isn't it, comrade? Noot noot, yes. Noot noot. Alright, so that's done. There's actually quite a lot of events, so I think there's 5 different game modes, right? That's a lot. That's the sound of the police. Okay, what else? So that's a shooting game. There's a train game. I saw there was like some sort of Jack Frost game. What even is that? I'm just somewhere down there. So we're somehow going through some sort of competition. What's this? I'm sure there's a combat one, right? It's not a Genshin event if they don't have combat. Oh, there it is. Raise the snowball level for snowball phase. Highest you can reach is 4. Snowball phase, the greater your score multiplier and different independent. Snowball phase last one. Okay. Are we using an actual team? Oh, we are using an actual team. Is this Sino better than my Sino? Actually, no, who am I asking? Of course this Sino's gonna be worse than the actual Sino. Yeah, it's fucking trial Sino of fucking Moon Piercer. Why am I even not? Why am I even not? Alright, let me bring my own. I guess technically I can just use my own team though. So you will control a snowball to do that, and so I guess you build up the bar and you turn into a snowball. That's what I assume you're doing. That's interesting. Very interesting. Trials, I know. I'm fucking PTSD from the. You guys remember the superconductor we had last time? I'm still fucking traumatized by the trials. I know. Holy fuck, it's such a burden.
律令15律令3はい
Oh, my ping is 200. Oh my god, it's low.
行けつがり
いけるわね。ティータイムの余興よ。
Also, you want to build up the bar as much as possible? I see.
ついてる。
有限なる来店呪言チョック。
行きますわよ。踊りましょう。
当たれつがり思う存分は
さあ。くだらない。演者開始。
Yep. Trial Sino. Is Trial Sino or Trial Lini worse? Yes. But Sino has stellar conduct now, so I'm not really sure if I can call him bad. We need another superconduct theater, so we can start testing that again. That's a problem. At least Trial Sino has access to freaking stellar conduct. What the fuck does Lini have? His fucking magic tricks?
銃の方が早い猟犬から逃げ
I'm pretty sure that's all he has though.
一休みしたいわ。滑稽ね。やりなさい。
これ以上近づ来光へと移
And he has your mom in his head? Nah, man. Bro, he can't. Bro, he can't even use fucking Mario Shosei. You think he can score my mom? Nah, man. That's too much of a compliment for Lenny, man. He can't even get max stacks in Mario Shosei. You think he can score my mom? No. Hell no, that's an insult. That's an insult to my mom. I feel like we're going to offer Stella's world unit Sandrone will be buff. Maybe, maybe not, but I don't think Sandrone needs to be any stronger than it is. Is this Katamai? Close enough. No, Katamari. It's not Katamari. Katamari is a bit different. This one is some weird budget combat thing, but also not combat funny snowball thing. I think what I'll do is I'll just finish the event, and then we'll just end the stream there. If we have no redeems tomorrow, then I guess we'll just meme around and do exploration. Who knows? Maybe I can just watch a... Oh yeah, you want to know what's funny? I didn't mention this, but because I'm going back into Masters, right? First grad, my mom passed over the tablet that my brother bought for them. They're more used to using phones, so they didn't really use the tablet that much. I even checked the history and all the things. I didn't really do anything, so I had to install a bunch of apps and shit. So tomorrow I'm actually just hanging out with my other friend to try to go look for some accessories for the tablet, notably a stylus and like a little wireless keyboard for it, if I ever really need it for work in the future. So I'm just thinking like, can I use it to make stream a little bit better? I even thought of like, can I connect my tablet to my PC or my stylus to the PC so I can start like drawing stuff? The fuck, there's a leaderboard apparently. I think you just have to beat everyone else. Oh, there's only 4 events, okay. So the last one is this. I don't think the points are going to go up though. I think it's just like a fixed number. Traveler's task is to get Jack Frost to his destination through route planning and the use of prime construct mechanisms. Wait, did my friend say anything? I must have... Nothing going on there. Have we finished Train Sim? Yeah, we only got 2. Unfortunately, combat is only locked to 1 though. It's gonna be cancerous, yeah. No, the leaderboard is only competing against NPCs though. It's not the human. It's not, you're not fighting against other humans. Construction phase, where you plan your route. Place all the construction before you can go to the next phase, and then so this is like a... Oh, this is like the thing that we had during... Was it Sumeru or something? Didn't we have that one Sumeru event where you have to... Like there was a... What's that thing called again? There was like a little thing that was a hilichurl or something. I forgot. I don't think it's a hilichurl. It was something else. You have to guide it to walk from the start to the end. Oh, those little guys. What the fuck are those little guys called? The little power people. Funny Aronaras? Might be Aronaras. You have to guide them from the start to the end, and then you have to go walk around physically, and you have to change the platform and activate the buffs or something. Very similar idea. Yeah, the platformer puzzles. I actually do enjoy Genshin's platformer puzzles quite a bit. Because it's not unique, but it's kind of fun in its own way. These Pokemon carry up and down, blah blah blah. Specialized as amplifiers, so amplifies the power of the launch pads. Okay, see. Aranara, I now have Sumeru PTSD. Oh, dude, you want to know what's funny? I literally saw a post on FB where it's someone complaining about the House of Hesperides, like how you track the chest and it doesn't tell you where it is. And then every single person in the comment is like, Sumeru PTSD, Sumeru PTSD, Sumeru PTSD. Ah, yes, I remember when I did the Sumeru Desert and we didn't have the multi-level map. Holy fuck, like, this is like the meme where it's like, you can use one note to, you can do this one thing to summon an entire generation, but this is for like the Sumeru Genshin players. Just say like Sumeru Desert, and then literally anyone who starts convulsing like in real life, you know, there are definitely veterans who played before the multi-level map. I would like to know if there are any new players that played through the Sumeru Desert with the multi-level map. That is a joke, man. Me never had PTSD. I mean, is it because you watched Kirsten, right? You don't actually explore yourself, so you probably didn't have that much of a problem. Yep, that is exactly what I thought. You play that normally, it's so cancer, Like, where do I go? What do I do? The map tells me it's here, but where is here? And then you just see the mark on the map and it doesn't even, I don't think it even tells you whether it's underground or overground. We didn't even have that whole mechanic until maybe Fontaine or something. Because Sumeru was before Fontaine, so if something's underground, I don't know. Just figure it out, bro. Just figure it out. And it just gets damn confusing. It doesn't help that the fucking mazes in the desert all look the same. Like they look like a genuine maze, so it's so annoying. Even with that, it's confusing as fuck. Yeah, the architecture doesn't have any proper pointer. This must be what it's like if there was like a pyramid in real life that's designed as a maze. You go in, you go to one corridor, you turn to the left corridor, and then suddenly that corridor splits into two different paths. You go to the right one, and you're like, wait, did I go the right way? And then you want to go back, and you realize that, wait, where the fuck did I come from again? And you look at the map, and the map doesn't tell you anything, and you're like, shit. Literally, like freaking, the architecture looks the same. There's no signboard, there's no emergency exit. It's just, haha, funny desert Sumeru wall. There's no visual difference, so it's hard to tell. It also doesn't say it's underground. Yeah, back then it didn't. If only train tracks didn't line up with the house. Okay, so how do I do this? Okay. That. Okay, so that's funny. The chest doesn't say it's underground. Yeah, I think that's one oversight that the devs did for the House of Hesperides. Whee! That's so funny. Any mini events or Genshin platformer events is always so, it's always so stupid. It's not stupid, but it's always just like funny in its own way. How far is it? So it's only just 2. Okay. Launchpad and Ice Cube. Now we're playing Lemmings. Where is the Oculus 2022 Genshin? True. Speaking of before 2022, the year before 2022 was 2021. You know what comes out in 2021? That's right. Inazuma. Inazuma wasn't Sumeru Desert bad, but it was bad. Everything else was just bad. I remember being so hyped for grabbing Ayaka, and and we used to have like, me and Rem and we used to have the other friend that I mentioned, and the three of us used to play Genshin. I remember when we waited until 11 in the morning, and Rem was going for Yoi because Yoi, and then me and my other friend, we were going for Ayaka. So we were like farming the fucking Sakura blooms, and they only have like 60, and we have to wait. So we can't even pre-farm. And Inazuma just sucks. Give me back my golden apple. Screw Inazuma, man. Okay, so what does that do? If he goes down there, he falls back. Do I put an ice cube? Oh, we can make 3 ice cubes and 1 ice pad. Okay, can do that. Can you stack on top? No, you can't. Oh, those move down. Okay. Can they climb? I guess they just move up and down then. Probably move up and down. Ah. Why is that so funny? Okay, hold on. How do I remove it? How do I remove it? Oh, okay. That's how I remove it. Why is that so funny? Okay. What happened? Oh, so you have to build all of them. Okay. What if I do this? What happens if I do that? Enka was amazing. Oh, Enka no Miya was great. Uh. Okay, so I need to... Can I read this back again? You know, I'm just gonna turn on the support. I actually don't quite get it. Step not over? No, it's still going. Play this over? No, it's still playing. It's the last two songs. Okay, hold on. I mean, you can only make one though. What if we just don't make that one there? We have to build all. That's confusing. Alright, not screw it. I want to see what do they mean. Huh. So I was correct. No, I don't get it. Oh, there's a button you can press. Ah! I didn't know you could press a button. Oh, fucking hell, my cat's scared. Oh, I didn't know you could press a button. Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm correct, but I just didn't know that you could press it. The rocking sound effect is so funny. I don't like the Jack Frost because of how annoying their challenges are. I'm like, what do you mean you can't take your kids out of your house? Be a responsible parent. Ugh. Right. So now that I know we can move that, should make things much easier. Oh, that only goes down there. Hmm. Okay. I'm so tempted to just let them fall down. Okay, there you go. That was actually easier than I expected. But I guess that's a nice thing about Genshin events is that they don't necessarily have to be hard. What matters is you have fun. And so far, I would say that not every event was the best, but at least most of them are very nice, short little things that just gives you a way to just take a break from really anything. So I guess we just wait now. Oh, we're just number 5 now. 4th to 6th, 6th to 4th. That's 4th. Oh, I guess I am 4th. There's 2 people. That's 4th. Wait, let me see this. I I just realized they're giving a free Diona. The only one I didn't like was the lane defense one. Was there a lane defense one? I'm trying to remember. Oh, you mean the tower defense one? Yeah, the tower defense one was actually a bit nerve-wracking against some of the enemies. It was fun in this. Oh, you mean the Plant vs Zombies one? Yeah. The robot, the I know robot defense one. I actually enjoyed that quite a bit, but I think it was also like it was kind of whatever because I do like the idea that I think they took some of the ideas from one of the modded Plant vs Zombies, one of the mods for Plant vs Zombies, where because there's a very popular mod, and it's a whole other genre of like Plant vs PvZ stuff. The first game, not the second one, where you could combine different plants, and this would create like a fusion between them. And some mods go even crazier, where you can combine all these different version of plants to make this super crack thing. But to balance it, the zombies are also fucking crack as shit. Like I know that I keep getting recommended when I used to watch like Easy Speezy and some PvZ stuff. There's this one video where it's like, I finally beat the hardest PvZ Chinese mod. And you see the image, you look at the plants and you look at the zombies, you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? PvZ Fusion, yeah. But it was fun though. The idea of it is fun. Yeah, basically it was just PvZ Fusion. We've had MOBA a few times. Oh yeah, there was MOBA. I know versus zombies, yeah. I know versus the dogs, I guess. Though I would argue, I think there is no real Genshin event that's too difficult. Alright, not 5th yet. Oh, but I'm still number 6. Damn, this is not 6, bro. This is 5th. That's bullshit. I guess we're just kind of stuck with waiting, right? Is everything maxed out already? Yeah, everything's all maxed out. So the puzzle's done, the combat's done. I don't think there's anything else. Lan, yeah, that's the Unseen Razor. Wasn't the whole story about Unseen Razor is that it was some broken sword someone recovered, but they never like told people that it was a thing? Didn't the Unseen Razor chain commission thing got finished eventually? Like we wrapped it up. It's not that we never found it. It's that someone found it and it was broken, but they just didn't know it was the Unseen Razor. They make it sound like it's some sort of mythical freaking sword or something, but it's not. What a funny thing. All right, I think should be around time. I do need to wake up a bit early to do dailies and go out to go chill with my friend tomorrow. So with that said, let me put myself right back at the train. And tomorrow we shall resume with, I guess, more exploration, which I really should get that done before school starts and theater comes out. So thanks for stopping by the stream. I'll do some updates maybe on Saturday or Sunday for some of the stuff that I promised today. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.